Marine hot water and McDonald's.
What an atmosphere!
Triple M rocks footy.
It's what rugby league's all about. Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
And a very good evening, everybody, right across New South Wales into Queensland via Triple M and via the Listener app. Well, the three of us on today, it's our hometown, the beautiful city of Sydney, and we are at Allianz Stadium. A little bit overcast. We might see some rain. The Roosters taking on the Gold Coast Titans. I'm joined by Triple M breakfast show host and media extraordinaire, my good friend Aaron Woods. How are you, Woodsy?
Oh, going good, Maroon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to all the listeners out there. How good is this venue? I haven't been here enough, I reckon. It's such a beautiful place down at the Allianz Stadium, and what a game, boys. The Titans are coming up against the Roosters. I honestly don't know who's going to win this one. Normally you come in, thought that, all right, Roosters are going to knock them off, but I reckon this is a 50-50, boys.
Well, Grubby, as we welcome you in, Josh Reynolds, I make the comment, just as a bloke on the hill that loves the footy, this is a defining moment for the Titans. Are they going to score 30 and get beat by 10? Are they going to score 30 and let the Roosters score 48? Or are they going to come here and have a red-hot crack and no excuses?
They're going to score 30 and the Roosters will score 40. That's what it's going to be, mate.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's going to be. But that's the Titans, isn't it, Maroon?
Yeah.
They just can't seem to, get that defence, especially with Des.
Don't you think that's funny that they can't get it with Des there?
I don't understand. So the Des that I had, if you weren't doing defensive structures what he wanted, you're out. No, honestly, so it's just interesting to see how he sticks with a few players that, because obviously I sort of half know Des' system. I watch the system. And I know guys aren't up to their, what they got to do and their assignments. So it is interesting, but it's a weird game. Keanu Keeney's huge out for
They reckon he's out for the year.
The year?
With his neck. He's got to have neck surgery.
Wow.
Yeah, and then and further maybe.
Oh, wow. How did this happen, boys? Is it
he went to training on Monday and just pulled up sore and got a scan. Next thing you know, he's under the knife straight away.
Must be bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the thoughts are with him today. In comes Jalen de Groot for only his second NRL game for the Gold Coast Titans. And, of course, NRL Primetime, Mitsubishi Heavy Industry Air Conditioners. Put your trust in the experts in air. Your call team tonight for Seabus Super, Anthony Maroon, Aaron Woods, Josh Reynolds, and Reedy's on the sideline. We'll go to him very shortly. Who are you tipping, Grubby?
I'm going to go the Roosters.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think the Roosters at home, and I've seen glimpses of some good footy for the Roosters, but I've also seen some really poor.
Yeah.
But, I'm just not sure about the Titans. I like their halves. I like them, but I just think if they're on the back foot, not getting front foot footy in their corner, who's kicking them out of trouble?
Yeah.
So, I'm going to go with the Roosters.
I just want you to know that I was just on the phone to your father about 10 minutes ago. True story. And he was at the Lakes Hotel at the entrance.
Is that Roberto?
Yeah, Roberto. And I said, what are you doing there? He said, they need me to help out with the meat raffle. Is that why he's there?
Oh, look, I wouldn't be... There's always something with Dad.
Yeah.
He's not just ever at the pub having a drink. He's always helping someone or playing a tab ticket.
Yeah.
Mate, I'm 36 years old. I don't care if you go to the pub.
And then Josh gets the call later going, we've got half missing. Where's it gone?
All the sausages have gone out of the raffle.
All right, Woodsy, who are you tipping?
I want to go to the Titans, boys. I'm going to go with the wayside.
All right, so they are as per program. The Titans are out on the field, but obviously Jalen de Groot, Tony Francis, I think he's around Canleyvale way, that kid, so he's made his way to the Gold Coast. Kelly, Filthy Phil Sami, Jojo Fafita, Brimson and Campbell, Fortuaka and Regan Campbell-Gillard up front, Verrills, and then the back row is Haas, Fermor and Big Tino for Suamala-Awi. And the home side are about to make their way out onto Allianz Stadium. 6 o'clock Friday. Hope you're doing well and you've had a good week. Maybe you're listening in the car on the way home, or maybe you're working, you're on the way shift work, wherever you are. I love these two guys, so we're going to have a little bit of fun. And on the sideline, Reedy as well. We'll go to him shortly for Bob Jane. But the Titans are out there, and here comes Rocky the Rooster. And out comes the great Teddy Tedesco and the Roosters. James Tedesco down the back. Tupou and Dom Young on the wings. Nawaka Nitawasi and Toya in the centres. Smith and Townsend are the halves. White and Leniu up front. Docker Clay is at hooker. Connor Watson with that... he's got that concussion protocol, so he's out. Crichton, Wong, Radley, and two of the great coaches go head-to-head tonight as well. And one's tipping the Roosters here, that's Grubby, and Woodsy's tipping the Titans. The Titans, by the way, here's a Choice Hotel stat to get us underway. They have never played at this new version of Allianz Stadium. So this is their first time at the new version of Allianz. I think a couple of individuals have played here, maybe Regan, Campbell-Gillard, maybe Sammy Verrills. But as a team, this is the first time we see them at Allianz. So we're about to get underway. Campbell will do that for us. Let's see if they can stand up and be counted, the Titans. And the ball is taken by Townsend, and we get underway with White, and the Roosters bring it out from their own end. 18 metres out as Triple M rocks the footy. And getting in there at dummy half is Docker Clay. Gets the pass away then to Dom Young. And we mentioned it's a little bit overcast in Sydney. Might be a little bit of rain falling. Well, let's go down to the sideline for Bob Jane, Brent Reed.
Yeah, look, Murray, I reckon this rain's going to stay away, or at least I hope it does, because I didn't bring an umbrella again. But, you know, it's very grey overhead. It's beautiful conditions, actually. It's quite still and quite cool. And the surface, obviously a bit slippy, but as always, well, not as always, because the surface can often look a bit dodgy, but it looks really good tonight. So, hoping for a really fast game of footy, Murray, and I reckon the Titans might get them.
Okay, thank you, Reedy. There's a kick from Townsend right on the halfway line on tackle 5. It falls down into the arms of the winger, Tony Francis, a Canley Vale Kookaburra, I believe. 18 metres out, will get up and play it back. Campbell in there, I should say Brimson in there at dummy half, and he gets a pass away. And then they manage to offload again to filthy Phil Sami. 19 his own side of the halfway line, so it's the Titans. They like to throw it around, don't they? And then at dummy half it goes from Verrills, and they're just their own side of the halfway line, the Gold Coast Titans. Last 11 times they've played the Roosters have won. Regan Campbell-Gillard is smack bang on the halfway line and right in the centre of the field. Verrills and then Tino, and then he meets the defence of Wong, and he's brought down 9 metres inside Roosters territory. Referee Atkins says that's tackle 5. It goes to Campbell. He puts the kick up from 40 metres out. In comes your man Tedesco. Doesn't get near it. Batted back. It ends up with Fermor. But now it's a Roosters ball, Aaron Woods.
Yeah, it's a good set, good opening set from both sides. Just getting through their paces. Just watching the Roosters, they're playing that bit conservative, and the Titans, they're really happy to sort of chance their arm, getting a couple late offloads, so it's one to watch.
And there's a breakfast star of Triple M Sydney, Aaron Woods, making demands now, and it's really starting to get on top of him.
Have you told the listeners that you could be a ring-in for the show one day this week?
Yes, I'm coming in.
I'm tuning out.
Somebody said they must have tried every D-grade celebrity from Big Brother and Your Kitchen Rules, and they couldn't get anyone.
Your Kitchen Rules.
Here's Bradley. He's 15 metres inside Titans end. Docker Clay goes out of dummy half, gets a pass away, and they're just outside the Westpac red zone, the Roosters. Docker Clay now Townsend. There's the kick. Out toward the winger, Tony Francis. Oh, he doesn't get near it. And he might get a penalty, yes.
He pushed Brian Kelly out of the contest.
So Brian Kelly pushed out of the contest. Penalty goes to the Gold Coast Titans. But what's that show called?
Your Kitchen Rules.
Isn't it?
My Kitchen Rules.
My Kitchen Rules. Oh, well, yeah, whatever.
What would you cook if you were My Kitchen Rules?
Oh, I'd cook a bloody... You ask my son who's panelling today. Keep us on air, will you, Jimmy? I cook a really good steak. That's about all.
What about the kaftaras?
No, my sister. You got to go with my sister for that. Played now by Fermor. It goes from Verrills to Tino for Suamala. Expert comments for Seabus Super, making hard work pay off. And if you've just joined us, 3 minutes gone, and it's 0-0 on the Beacon Trade scoreboard. It's Verrills, it's for Tawaka, and they come up toward the halfway line now, and that's where they're going to play it. That's Haas. Verrills at dummy half. For Tawaka again, straight up the middle, and met by White, and pulled down just the Gold Coast Titans side of the halfway line. That's tackle 4. Right side again for Campbell to put a kick in, but Teddy's down there, and he takes it on the full 9 metres out. So it's tit for tat at the moment, Grubby.
Yeah, it's a very expansive game to start, boys. As Woodsy said, the Roosters' first set wasn't as expansive, but their second set was a lot better, and the Titans, they're never scared to throw the ball around. So it's good to see, some dry weather style footy in the wet.
Now, Docker Clay gets in there to dummy half, and then it goes to Tedesco at first receiver. He looked to give it to Radley, but he didn't get the pass away. 5 his own side of the halfway line, and then played to Docker Clay again. given to Leniu, given to White, then it goes to Crichton. Oh, here we go. He just needed to get the pass away, Angus Crichton. Quick play the ball. Docker Clay inside the Westpac red zone, still going. Needs support, Docker Clay. And brought down about 8 metres out. Oh, here they come, the red, white and Roosters. It's played now to Sandon Smith. Goes on his own. And Regan Campbell-Gillard's got him about half a metre out from the Gold Coast Titans line. Docker Clay a dummy half again. Townsend. Here it comes out now. Toya is taken by Tony Francis and brought down 10 metres out from the Gold Coast Titans line. Then Young. And then Townsend. And then Wong. Wong is brought down by Kelly. And is that tackle 5? Tackle 5. And here we can see it go to Townsend now. Puts a kick in and down there to clean things up. Gold Coast through the little fullback, Jalen de Groot.
Oh, it was such a poor set from the Roosters. They got 6 again twice on the try line. And they just couldn't come up with the set play. It was a really well defensive set from the Titans. And Tony Francis come up with a big play. He had two attackers in front of him and made the right decision.
So we are 20 metres out. Let's go down to the sideline for Bob James T-Marts. And here is our man Reedy.
Well, they didn't finish that so well, Woodsy. Bit of a worry, though, the way they carved the Titans up through the middle of the field there. It was all very simple, and then Zach Docker Clay got in the back of that, so they're going to have to tighten it up in the middle of the field, the Titans. That was all a bit easy for the Roosters.
Yes, indeed. Inside the 40, it's kicked by Campbell, and it sits up nice and high. Tupou gets under it and takes it on the full and brings it back from the 25-metre line. Now, just Triple M listeners and you guys on the listener app, we have that Broncos-Dolphins game for you next. Dobbo will call it. Left side, they're all offside, and so the Roosters get a penalty.
Isn't that Titans middle is looking a little bit loose for me, Woodsy?
Yeah, it's a little bit loose.
Roosters are poking their nose through. The Roosters' outside backs are, so they're going to want to tighten up if they're going to stop the likes of Dong Yum and Tupu.
Nice interchange of passing between the middle forwards as well, which is sort of really opened up the Titans' middle defence, Grubby. But isn't that a 6 again, not a penalty? It's over the 40-metre line.
Maybe he's at a blunder.
Wouldn't be like a referee to do that, would it?
Hey,
Come on, mate.
this wants to unload on the referee.
Leave him alone.
Now listen, when I come on the breakfast show on Wednesday, is it Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay, no giving it to the referees. Here's Radley.
I'll just give it to you then.
I'll give it to you, don't worry about that. 7 gone, 0 all on the Beacon Trade scoreboard. Docker Clay, Townsend, and then it comes out eventually to Wong, and Wong's inside the Westpac red zone, 15 metres out from the Gold Coast Titans line and 15 in from touch. Docker Clay again. Centre is Townsend. Left side we go to Smith, and Smith got a little pass away to Angus Crichton. Oh, and he's just looking dangerous every time he goes near the ball. He's a half a metre out. Surely they score here, the Roosters. Docker Clay brings it back to the open side of the field. It's knocked on by Spencer Leniu. And a simple error, Woodsy sees the Gold Coast with the ball again.
Yeah, it just looked like there was a bit of miscommunication, but it really opened them up. They took it to the line. Chad Townsend held up a few defenders. Geez, Grubby, I would hate to be an edge defender trying to tackle Angus Crichton. The man just does not go down with 4 defenders on him.
He's just a handful, as we see. The Titans get a piggyback penalty here out of yardage, but he's so hard to defend.
And he looks like it's off. You don't know what he's going to do.
You know what he does too, Woodsy, when he gets into contact, he holds you. You don't know what to do. You honestly see the old bat down.
He's superhuman strength.
Yeah, very strong man.
Tapped by Kelly, then it went to Brimson, and then it went to Big Tino for Suamala Awi, who will play it now, just his own side of halfway. Verrills. Then De Groot, and then straight up the middle goes Mofor Tawaka. That's an interesting name, isn't it? De Groot. Verrills. And here is De Groot again, and he's a good size of a halfback. Looks very promising. I've only seen him maybe once or twice in the lower grades. Campbell now comes left side, gets it away to Brimson. Furmore's put it down. It's picked up by Toya, and the Roosters back on the attack, 11 their own side of the halfway line. And that's now 3 of 5 sets for the Titans on the Choice Hotel stats. Dom Young now toward the middle of the field, but still 0-all, 9 gone on the Beacon Trade scoreboard. Docker plays at dummy half. I went to Radley. He got a pass away to Angus Crichton. And just inside Gold Coast Titans territory. As I said, the Roosters have won their last 11 games against the Gold Coast side. White now. 15 metres inside the Titans end of the field. Played to Docker Clay, given to Townsend. Back in field goes Wong. And Regan Campbell-Gillard's got him. 25 metres out just to the right-hand side of the upright. Docker Clay Left side, Radley. He got a little pass away to Leniu, and Spencer can't get past the Westpac red zone where he'll play. Left they go again, Sandon Smith. He got the pass away, and it's Nawaka Nitawazi scoring a try in the NRL. And just like that, 9.5 gone, Woodsy, and the Roosters take the lead 4-0.
Yeah, it's a great try from the Roosters. They just took down the short side. I think it was Sandon Smith must have did the overriding call. It looked like it was just too easy. It was man on man down the short side. They realised that Mo Whanawaka, the big fella, big front row, is down there. Sandon Smith just goes to the line, gets on his outside, which attracts the man on the outside of him in Sammy Verrills. He just couldn't get out there and help the centre. I think it's Jojo Fafita. Mark the Wong and Nitawasi. He's an athlete, boys, and the way he moves, it's just incredible to get through that first try. It was just a bit of a more one-on-one there, Grubby.
The way he hit that hole was exceptional, Woodsy, but this is great, a halfback play here from Sandon Smith. This is what a half looks for. Fodawaker wraps around to the short side, not a position that he's used to. He doesn't know to put pressure on the ball player. So Sandon Smith gets to dig into the line, a nice flat pass, and it was just a beautiful eyes-up smart play from the 6.
Now, Pertek kick predictor, 3 metres in from touch, and 44%. Pertek kick predictor. Sandon Smith is the man's name, a product of the Central Coast.
Does he know Robbie Reynolds, you reckon?
I think he would know Roberto.
Yeah.
Oh, his dad would have to know Roberto. But the Central Coast is a big place. If you're listening via Triple M Central Coast, welcome in. There's the kick from Sandon Smith. It's coming around. He's kicked it. So the Roosters score first. They lead 6-0 as Triple M rocks the footy.
If you're in the trade, Mitre 10 hopes you're enjoying the game. And at your local Mitre 10 Trade Centre, you'll also enjoy expert service and top quality materials to help get the job done right. That's mighty helpful, Mitre 10.
It all started with a shocking blue by Bo Firma. I mean, he just took his eyes off the ball and turned over possession, and then it was all too easy for the Roosters. Look, the Titans have missed 9 tackles or 8 tackles already in this game through, 11 minutes? Unless they tighten things up defensively, this could be a carve-up.
Thank you, Reedy. As we speak, Australia's premier actor, Brendan Cowell, is listening to our call. Hello, Brendan. He wants to make Plum 2. He wants to do the sequel, The Plum. He wants me to be on it again. I want 3 figures this time, Brendan Cowell. A schnitzel won't cut it. 25 their own side of the halfway line. Dr. Clay and White is hit with big defence. And they'll play at 20 metres their own side of the halfway line with Dr. Clay. And then he goes to Angus Crichton again. They move it up quickly, but they're offside, surely. Surely they're offside. And the Roosters will get a penalty and just go on the attack again. You might be interested to know, Josh Reynolds have had 65% of the ball in the opening 10 minutes of this game.
Yeah, they've definitely had a lot of the ball. And if the Titans keep giving them these piggybacks, the Roosters from the set starts are one of the best in the competition. So they're going to have to pick up their game, the Titans. Okay,
I'm getting some information through about General de Groot, which I'll get very shortly. This is Siwa Wong on the Westpac red zone. Roosters lead the game 6-0. Dr. Clay is at dummy half. Through the centre it's Sandon Smith, and then White goes straight into them. Oh, they're going to score again here, boys. They're going to score again here, Triple M Gold Coast. Played back to Docker Clay. Left side, Sandon Smith. That was forward. And the referee's standing right there and says, do you think my eyes are painted on?
It was forward, but I like the play from Sandon Smith. He backed himself there. The Roosters are playing at a different speed here to the Titans at the moment. They're not getting any line speed. They're not putting any pressure on Sandon Smith. Luckily from a tackle from the side, I think Tino Fa'asuamaleaui goes low. Great support from Radley, but he just... probably just flicks it just probably a couple centimetres forward. Very unlucky, but a great play from the young man, Sandon Smith.
It was a forward pass, and you said you liked the play. Is this how you carry on the breakfast show?
No, I like what the halfback is doing.
You know what? I'm not coming to the breakfast show. I mean, how can he like the play if the pass was forward?
As if you would not come. You love and earn. You'll be there.
I'm doing it for the love. I'm doing it.
You do nothing for the love.
No, exactly.
And I've asked Mitch Portugal that too.
Put the whistle away.
Referee Atkins gives the Gold Coast Titans a penalty.
We might have to let Mr. Atkins know the game's not about him.
Now, Ed Roydlich says Captain de Groot was the bloke who slashed the ribbon at the Harbour Bridge opening in 1932. And this is the first time we've seen the name de Groot since then.
I've seen the name before. Matt de Groot.
He's over at Nova there or something.
He was the ground announcer at Cronulla.
Right.
False information again from you.
Okay, there you go. Well, they're 3 to Groots. There you go. There's, I wonder if they're all related. There's Tino Fasulmala-Awi into Roosters territory. Roosters still only lead the game 6-0. They probably should be up by at least one more try. Verrills and Campbell showing it. He gets a pass away to your man de Groot, is it? And he'll play it about 28 metres out. Then at dummy half, it comes back to Campbell again. This is their first chance. Regan Campbell-Gillard. Beacon Trade scoreboard. Roosters lead 6-0. Verrills is at dummy half. And left side he comes to Campbell. Campbell is easy pickings for White. 15 metres out. Last tackle, says referee Atkins. What have they got? Short side. AJ Brimson. Kelly kicks it. Ricochets off Toya, but he didn't play out. It was to be a Roosters ball.
Not sure if that's the play going down the short side, AJ Brimson. It was a short side, and they had 4 players down there. So to kick down that short side with so many legs in the way is probably not the option. If you actually looked up, Angus Crichton, as we see here on Harvey Norman Reeve, he was down. So the open side was the play, but yeah, he'd want that back again, boys.
Now, this is Dan Tupu. And by the way, game 267. What a wonderful, hasn't he, White? And here's Toya. He's about 25 metres his own side of the halfway line. Townsend and then for Wong. Ricocheted out of Fasulmala-Awi's tackle. He came at him again. And then Regan Campbell-Gillard's got him as well. Plays it to Docker Clay. It goes to Teddy Tedesco. Throws a dummy. Fermor brought him down. He might have gone high, but they're just their own side of the halfway line. It's Docker Clay. And then it's White. He zigs and zags. And it's the last tackle just inside Gold Coast Titans territory. Back in for Townsend from 40 metres out. Up she goes. And taken on the full by Dom Young. He just loses it forward. It'll be a Gold Coast Titans ball. With 16 minutes gone, Roosters lead 6-0. Bob Jane, T-Marks down to you, our man Brent Reid.
Yeah, it was a bit of a poor kick there from Sanders Smith. Didn't really put any pressure on the Titans. I was just keeping an eye on Angus Crichton. You mentioned he was down in back play. He's okay now, looked like with a shoulder problem.
Now, played to Verrills. And then it comes out for Filthy Phil Sami, but the tackle was high. And the Gold Coast Titans will get a little bit of a piggyback downtown. The penalties are 4-2 Gold Coast on the Triple M Choice Hotel Stadium.
It's a big step for the Gold Coast Titans here. Watching the last time they had the possession in hand, a lot of the forwards are looking at Campbell, looking at Brimson, like, what are we doing? Where are we setting up for? So I think they need a bit more communication. We know Kieran Foran's a great organiser, but he's not going to be there for a long period of time with a ruptured bicep. It's a big time to step up for young Jaden Campbell.
Here it goes to Tino. Is that what I've got, a ruptured bicep, Woodsy?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought it was something else that was ruptured.
It's all ruptured these days. Campbell for Tuaka, straight up the middle, and brought down by Docker Clay and company. They're 32 metres out. They need to get a wriggle on here, the Titans. Out of dummy half Verrills. Campbell-Gillard, and then Haas inside the Westpac red zone again, bringing the footy. And about 15 metres out from the Roosters line, they're deep to the left side, the Gold Coast Titans. It comes to Campbell, changes direction, tries to get through, and he's brought down about 9 metres out at the play. The ball, Verrills. He got the pass away, and they might be over the line. They've just got to get the ball down. I think it's our man AJ Brimson who's gone over beside the post. Yes, he has. He's done it all on his own. The Mayor of Burleigh, the King of the Burleigh Pavilion, has scored, and it's 6-4, Grubby.
And this is a beautiful play here from AJ Brimson. He recognised that it's a really quick play to ball. He doesn't have any runners with him, but he just says, boys, I'm taking this. A nice left foot step from Campbell, splits the 2 Roosters defenders, and then gets a quick play of the ball. Verrills jumps out from the right, and AJ Brimson actually comes from the other side of the ruck and just backs himself. Tough. He had to do a lot of work there, Woodsy, to get that ball down.
Yeah, he did grab him. And for me, that's why I reckon the best position for AJ Brimson is fullback. You just let him rove around the ruck. If he sees an opportunity, just take it. And that's what he did. He realises that Campbell gets the quick play of the ball. Verrills just jumps out of dummy half. And who's there? AJ Brimson. You said he come from the other side of the field. But that's just the instinct of Brimson. And he does get the ball down. That's when you love to see Brimson into the game.
Pertec kick predictor Campbell 100% right in front, no dramas whatsoever. Beacon Trade scoreboard 6-all as Triple M rocks the footy.
It's Australia's favourite water heater. You know who we're talking about. Built tough for Aussie conditions and manufacturing right here in Australia for over 80 years. When it comes to water heating, ask your plumber to install a ream.
Yeah, very smart from AJ Brinson. He noticed Mark Nitwazi had turned his back to get back to the try line, went straight at him and obviously forced his way over in Mark's tackle. It's a lesson learned there for Mark Nitwazi. Woodsy, you mentioned Kieran Foran. He's about 4 weeks away from coming back from that torn bicep, Kieran. We're really interested to see what Des does when that happens, whether he stays with these halves, Brimson and Campbell, and plays Kieran off the bench, because there's a bit of murmur around that that's what he might do.
Okay. I've been enjoying Kieran Foran on Fox too. He's got a bit of ability in that department when he finally hangs up the boots. Here's Tino for Silmalawi. Reedy on the sideline for Bob Jane T-Marts. Buy 3, get 1 free. And instant cashback on Bridgestone, Yokohama, Kumo and Pirelli. BobJane.com.au. T's and C's apply. 6-all. Here is the young kid Francis. 20 metres out. Played then to Brimson. Brimson got the pass away to Kelly. And Kelly's another good, reliable player and has been for a long time. 20 metres his own side of the halfway line. Verrills, a big mo for Tawaka. And look at him go, the wrecking ball. Just Teddy's own side of the halfway line. Played to Verrills, given to Campbell. Was he inside the 40 just? It'll sit up for Dom Young to take it and immediately get a pass away to Tedesco, who slid along on his knees like John Travolta in a Saturday Night Fever movie. Played to Townsend again, then it went to Smith, who got it away to Tupou, and Tupou, standing inside Nawakani Tawasi, takes the tackle, Teddy's own side of the halfway line. Then this is Nawakani Tawasi. I'll be doing the Saturday Sports Show tomorrow as well, having a little clip at that. Here's Radley, and then it comes out for Wong. Oh, it's in fact White. I beg your pardon. Comes across to Tedesco, then to Crichton, back inside to Smith. Oh, Nawakani Tawasi, almost an intercept on there. And he'll play it 15 metres inside Titans end on tackle 5 at 6-all on the Beacon Trade scoreboard. Back for Chad Townsend. Up she goes from the veteran, and under it goes de Groot. And General de Groot takes it beautifully and gets up and tries to go again. And he'll play it 15 metres out from his own try line. And then Filthy Phil Sami brings it back. Anything to add, Joshy Reynolds?
I'm liking what I'm seeing from de Groot, boys. He's confident, going up for the high balls. He's had a nice couple of early good touches. Looks like he's got some good speed as we see him get the ball again. Sniffing around the ruck, pretty much similar to what Teddy does for the Roosters.
Okay. And Triple M underscore NRL. We've got...
Radley's gone down.
Yeah, Radley's been hit in the head. Is it the head? He'll have to go for an HIA here.
That's a couple of boys. He's had a few recently, hasn't he?
Yeah. Right in the chin, right in the viral in.
Got the bugle as well, didn't it? As we watch the replay, I can't really see it. But yeah, I think you're right, Grubby. He did one round 1, had the week off. I think he copped a knock last week as well.
He's copped a few already this season. Boys, it's unfortunate for the Roosters. They've had a few players in the recent past, like Boydie Cordner, Luke Keary, Friend, a lot of them, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's just so unfair, like, to see him, because the way he plays as well, Victor Radley, he just goes in as hard as he can. He's not thinking about any of this stuff.
Great player.
Unbelievable player. I love him at lock too. He's way better at lock than in the back row, but it's just so bad to see him getting another head knock.
Natty Butcher, game 150, comes out. Down to the sideline, Reedy.
Yeah, and obviously Victor's just come off for a HI. He mentioned he got a head knock last week. He did, but he came back into the game and finished the game last week. Just in terms of the Gold Coast, Big Tino's just come off the field, and Chris Randall's gone into the game.
Triple M underscore NRL. Bluey from Sawtell says we're having Moffy around for dinner. Not going to have him for dinner. Hang on, I'll come back to that. Here's Brimson. Up it goes. Dom Young gets under it and takes it on the full. And he'll be brought down by Tony Francis. Yeah, Sawtell is near Coffs Harbour. Bluey says we're having Moffy around for dinner. Moffy does the breakfast show in Coffs Harbour. Well, I don't know what you're having, Bluey, but I hope you got plenty of it because he likes his food, the big fella. Here's Docker Clay. And the Roosters trying to bring it out from their own end. Still 6-all as Wong plays it back to Docker Clay. Then it goes to Natty Butcher. And congratulations to Nat, the Malabar boy, as I mentioned, 150 games in the NRL today. All, of course, with the Roosters. White now is right on the halfway line. It's tackle 5. They go the short side. Sandon Smith's kick is high and it's deep, and getting under it there is the filthy man, Phil Sami, who takes it on the full 15 metres out from his own line. Landing on the sideline for Bob Jane, Brent Reid.
Yeah, just in terms of Victor Rave's cat too, so he'll undergo a test now. And Spencer Leniu actually went to report in that tackle for, I believe, a sort of a swinging arm on Regan Campbell-Gillard.
Thank you very much.
Report on report, isn't that a penalty?
Well, are you questioning the refs again?
Of course I am.
I just, what concerns me about you, and I'm saying this as someone who loves you, right? Hang on, I'll tell you. Fortuaka, Fermor goes over the halfway line. You do that much whinging. What are you going to be like when you get old and you've got nothing else to do? You know, what are you going to do? Get petitions for roundabouts and traffic lights? There's a kick on tackle 5. Tedesco gets it on the full. 20 metres out from his own line, left side now. Sandon Smith is into some space.
He'll be on neighbourhood watch.
He will be, won't he? He'll be getting petitions signed and just driving people mad, saying, not this bloke, he is an absolute punish. You might be the first person to literally bore someone to death when you get old. Here's Nat Butcher, just his own side of the halfway line by 5 metres. It's 6-all on the Beacon Trade scoreboard. Bit of activity down there on the sideline. We'll come to you shortly, Reedy. There's the kick from Chad Townsend, taken by General de Groot. Let's go back to the sideline. Brent Reid.
Yeah, big day for Feeder's about to come into the game right now, boys. Gillard.
Okay, thank you, Reedy. And now Francis. Laid back to Brimson. Going with Reedy the Specsavers through the week to help him pick a new pair of glasses. Looking forward to that. Now, we see Verrills. Here is David Fafita. He charges onto the ball, but he's brought down by Spencer Leniu just inside Roosters' end of the field. 16 left in the half. Here's Verrills. Then to the centre it comes, and they'll play it about 20 metres inside Roosters' area. That's young Chris Randall, I think. Yes, it is. Verrills, Campbell from 30 metres out, kicks out toward the wing of Tupou, but Big Dan goes up. He flies high, and he'll play it 20 metres out from his own line. Reedy, back to you again, my friend.
Maroon, I actually went to Specsavers this week and got a new pair of glasses. Thanks for noticing, mate.
You look fantastic, mate. And as they say, you must have good eyes to see through those glasses. Now this is Dom Young, and he'll play at 15, his own side of the halfway line. Yeah, I go to the Specsavers at East Gardens. Good crew up there. Ball comes across now. We've got Lindsay Collins. 5 his own side of the halfway line on tackle 4. Played quickly to Docker Clay. He's got some room to move Docker Clay. Gets it to Tedesco. Tedesco's away. Needs support. Ricochets off a Titans player. Back to Teddy. He got the pass away. Sandon Smith. And it goes to a Roosters player in an offside position, Lindsay Collins. So accidental offside, or offside if you like. Titans get a penalty.
Oh, some great footy in that play of rugby league. Docker Clay goes straight through. Tedesco, one of the great support players of the game. And as he tries to flick a pass, I think it's Campbell knocks it back. Tedesco picks it up again. And then it's only zero tackle. Tries to do a flick pass off the ground. Comes off Sandon Smith and lands in the hands of Blake Stephen in offside position. That couldn't have worked out any better for the Gold Coast Titans with a penalty off their own line.
Now David Fafita. Triple M expert comments from Woodsy and Joshy Reynolds for Seabus Super. 10 their own side of the halfway again. It's Verrills. And now they will come up to the halfway. I got to say, the Titans are another one of these sides where the numbers are not clear on the jumpers, and I hate that. Here's Fortuaka.
Oh, that wouldn't be you whinging again, would it?
Hey, listen, I got to be able to see the numbers. Played to Verrill.
Can't see with your new glasses.
And then it comes across to Campbell.
One in Reedy's pair.
And then it's Fafita. No, Reedy's are way too strong. Comes back to Verrills again. And then it's going to be Fortuaka. And Fortuaka looks like he doesn't know what to do. So he does a little moonwalk and then straightens up, and he's stopped by Lindsay Collins. In fact, me and Reedy are going to have a charity boxing match where we're going to swap glasses before we have the fight. Here's Chris Randall, goes right through, pull down on the Westpac red zone. You get yeah, probably. Then kicked by AJ Brimson across the face of the uprights. Ball is loose, still loose. Picked up by Haas, given it for Fafita. He needs his winger. He floats one out to Joe Fafita. No, it's Sami. And Sami goes over in the corner. I think the referee's seen a knock on. I didn't see a knock on. Let's have a look. Harvey Norman replay. No try, Titans.
There's definitely a knock on there, boys. But that's a beautiful little play there from both the halves linking up. AJ Brimson goes out to the left, kicks back to the post, and Jaden Campbell is chasing through the middle with a nice little play. So, as you said, the forwardsy, they need to start communicating to their team, but it's good to see them communicating between each other.
Yeah, it's great to see them link up from one side of the ruck to the other. That's what good halves combinations do. So, really put the Roosters under the pump, but great work from Blake's team to get back there and Lindsay Collins.
There he is now. He gets a pass back inside to Tedesco, who ducks under one tackle. Still going. Good run from Tedesco. He gets a pass back to Sandon Smith. Holes up the middle for the Gold Coast Titans. Play the ball now back to Docker Clay. It goes to Tedesco, and then it comes out to Townsend. Got it away to Toya, and Toya's knocked it on. And that is 11 of 16 sets completed for the Sydney Roosters on the Choice Hotel stats. They want to pick that up.
Yeah, Grubby, for me, the Roosters are doing an easy job getting off their own end. They're really putting holes through the middle of the Titans defence. Tedesco, he's coming into his own. But it's what they do on that next play after the tackle. They're shifting, but the execution on it's just really lacking.
You're exactly right, Woody. That's what you want to do. You want to dent through the middle, earn the right, and then shift it.
Yeah.
But when you are shifting it, your passing has to be better than that. That was behind him. I know he should have caught that ball, but put it out in front of him. And if you're going to, miss opportunities like that, the Titans will make you pay.
And David Fafita now 15 metres his own side of the halfway line. Plays it back to Verrills. And this is now Haas down the left side. Got away to Verrills. This is good from the Titans. Francis is the wing. He tries to cut back in field. Docker Clay's got him and brings him down 10 metres inside Roosters territory with the score 6-all. Verrills now got the pass away to Big Mo for Tawaka. He's been good tonight. Straight and hard, Big Mo. That's, what's that now? That's about 60 run metres. 29 metres out. And then at the play the ball, it's Verrills. It's Brimson. Brimson back to Randall. Randall ran it Butcher, and he'll play it 25 metres out from the Roosters line. Back then to Verrills again. Then for AJ Brimson. Right side it's Campbell. Got the pass away then to Kelly. It goes out to the wing. He steps inside one. Steps inside two. Gets a pass back now to Jojo Fafita. Inside the Westpac red zone. They might score off this set, the Gold Coast side. 9 metres out, getting up to play it back. So it looks like Sami's playing on the wing out there. Now it comes across to Campbell. Campbell will kick across the face of the uprights. Up they go. But there was nothing doing. And Toya gets the ball, Grubby, for the Sydney Roosters.
Yeah, probably need to put that kick a little bit deeper and give his chasers a bit more of a chance. But a nice play from the Titans. They seem to be going after the left edge of the Roosters. A new combination out there, but they seem to get a little bit of joy. Let's see if they keep going back there.
And @MM_NRL, Matt Lally is listening from the beautiful metropolis of Singleton and says he loves the call in the home of the sundial. So Singleton's got the big sundial, of course, yes. Docker Clay, Lindsay Collins. We love Singleton. The only place we don't like is Yass. Now Docker Clay plays it, and it comes back then to Natty Butcher, who's 11 his own side of the halfway line on the last play. Chad Townsend from inside the 40 kicks it straight down to Tony Francis, who takes it on the full, and it's still 6-all with the Gold Coast Titans coming out from their own end.
I was having a coffee earlier in the week, Maroon, and there's that local coffee shop. Grubby goes there as well, the corner of Pete goes, and the bloke by the name of Sarkis. He mentioned your name. He said he wants some Easter show tickets this year.
Mate, I'm getting an AVO
Who's this
out.
bloke?
I've got to get an AVO out on this clown.
He was asking last week.
He's just an Easter show pest. Anyway, Millie Elliott's organising for some tickets to the Cabargo show or wherever she comes from. There's Fafita. That's Steve Sarkis. He is an absolute serial pest. Now, it's Campbell. He kicks out toward the wing of Tupou. Up he goes down, Tupou, and comes down with a footy and gets away from one and gets away from two and straightens up. And AJ Brimson's got him and pulls him down 20 metres out.
Campbell needs to put these kicks a little bit higher. That's 2 or 3 times he hasn't given his kick chasers enough time. And you've got 2 really good leapers in Tupou and Young.
Grubby, I've got a question for you as a half. Last play, you watch the Roosters, you do your homework on them. They don't put kick pressure on in their own zone. They sort of hold off and try to get a lot of numbers around the board. Do you tend to maybe have an opportunity to run it on that last, or do you maybe take a couple extra steps, like you said with Campbell, try to bring the defence up and then put a kick? You might get a couple of one-on-ones.
Well, absolutely, Woodsy, because Campbell's a runner. As you can see here, a break down the left edge.
Nawakani Tawasi gets it away to Tupou. Tupou ricochets out of one, gets away from Fafita, still going. That was a good little set piece from the Roosters. 25 out and 5 in from touch. The ball is with Sandon Smith. Now it's with Chad Townsend. It comes across to Collins. Collins straightens up. They pull him down right on the Westpac red zone. 20 metres out. Dr. Clay on the last tackle. Sandon Smith dabs one through. Campbell's got it. And he's got a bit of room to move the kid. And he'll play it 10 metres out from his own line. No change. Beacon Trade scoreboard. Tradies, big jobs, small jobs, stuff jobs. Beacon Trader got the lighting, the fans, the electrical to get it done. JoybeaconTrade.com.au. You get them in for the duplexes, don't you, Grubby?
I do. They're the best lighting.
And now this is with Fermor. And how are you finding being a father? Grubby, going okay for you now, mate?
Loving it, mate.
And everything's okay with Sian? I know she's listening right now.
She is. Big listener.
He listens to you. She supports you. That's lovely.
Thank you. Thank you.
My Christine's at home on the lounge watching it on telly.
Doesn't support you?
Well, not in the radio arena.
Can you blame her?
Verrill, no. Back to Campbell. Campbell's kick goes straight down to Dom Young, who gets underneath it and takes it on the full. I could have taken that. Goes across field, gets it away to Tedesco. Oh, that's a hip drop, are we thinking? Penalty. Oh, was it high?
Yeah.
Was it high? All right.
It's one of those hard ones where Dave Fafita's pulling him down and at the same time as Jojo Fafita just goes over the top. There's nothing wrong with Tedesco. Gets up straight away. He probably looked up and couldn't believe it was a penalty, but from looking at it from live, it did look like it clipped him. Yeah. Good call.
Boys, how good is Teddy? Like, year after year, you know, you hear things, is Teddy getting that little bit older? But then he has games like this where he's pushing. He's the best I've ever seen. He's everywhere. His support play is second to none, and he's just been such a good player for such a good time.
Yes, 255 games tonight for Teddy Tedesco. Steve has it. Let's go down to the sideline for Bob Jane. Brett Reid.
Yeah, good news for the Roosters and Victor Radley. He has passed his HIA, so he'll come back in the game soon.
Here's White. I should say Natty Butcher gets up. He's just dropped that, Natty. He's just dropped that. The ball might be a bit greasy. And it's just popped out.
Yeah, it's one of those ones as you probably just get up to play the ball. He got tackled from behind and he probably wasn't expecting it. As he goes up to play the ball, just probably trying to play it a little bit too quick. But I'll tell you what, it's good to see Natty Butcher back. He has suffered that injury in the pre-season, and yeah, good to see him get his 150th game tonight for the Roosters.
And
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
So we're going to pack it down pretty much right on the halfway line. Just another reminder, Dolphins Broncos next on Triple M and Listener Big. Ben Dobbin will lead the call team. Brimson feeds the scrum. Verrills Campbell. Campbell to Jojo Fafita. So good they named him twice. And he'll play it right on the halfway line with Campbell moving into dummy half. And gets the pass away to Sami. And the filthy man is going to be taken by Steep. 5 metres inside Roosters end on tackle 2. It's 6 all. It's Verrills. It's Tino for Suamala-Awi. Is there a chance the Titans could go in at halftime leading this game? Verrills out of dummy half, then Campbell, and then the pass goes across to David Fafita, puts a fend off, out of 1, out of 2, and just about 28 metres out and 9 in from touch. So here they... Now, can't you see, Grubby, how hard those numbers are to see over there? Here's Campbell.
I can see him quite easily, to be honest. Campbell's number 7.
25 metres out.
6.
Here's Verrill. Then Campbell kicks out towards Tupou. Up goes Tupou. Batted back by Jojo Fafita. And it ends up with the Roosters, but the Gold Coast Titans get a penalty. Offside Roosters. From one Roosters player into a player in front of him, the football. So the Penrith get a penalty. Titans get a penalty, I beg your pardon. 6 penalties to 3 on the Choice Hotel stats.
Yeah, they get lucky here, the Titans, I think. And once again, Campbell puts it into that corner. But let's see how the Titans go. I feel at times the Titans' attack this has been a little bit sideways because Campbell and Brimson love going across field. So it'll be nice to see one of them boys straighten up the attack and see if they can get the Roosters on the outside and see a knock on here.
That's a real Gold Coast thing, isn't it? Tackle 1, 4 minutes till half time, off a penalty and they drop it.
First play, great field. I think they've only been down this end of the field once tonight. Like you said, Varun, the one opportunity they get, they bomb it on play, one off the tap. Just a simple carry from Cleese Haas up on the field. And he's had a couple of good late offloads tonight, but this is probably one where you just want to hold the ball, get down and try and generate a quick play the ball.
Oh, you know what I'd love right now, boys? A Des Cam.
Yeah.
How many flicks
what would Desi be saying now? Would he be just going berserk?
I'm not allowed to say it.
Okay.
On air.
Now, Docker Clay and Dom Young, 6 all, 3 minutes left in the first half on the Beacon Trade scoreboard. Tradies, they're looking after you. The little battler tradie, the big tradie, it doesn't matter. Be part of the Beacon Trade team. And now, this is Natty Butcher. 15 his own side of the halfway line. Now it's Lindsay Collins. Lindsay Collins straight into them, brought down 5 his own side of the halfway line. 2 minutes and 45 left in the first half. Docker Clay. Butcher over the halfway line. Well, they wouldn't want to let the Titans in, the Roosters in before the break. Now it's Chad Townsend. He will kick on tackle 5. The kick will go down to Tony Francis. And the County Vale Cooker takes it on the full and plays it 21 metres out. Then it will be played to Brimson, and then it goes to Kelly. Do you need any advice on marriage, Grubby? Do you want to ask me anything? Here's your opportunity. Free advice.
I want to think about it.
I've been with the same girl 41 years. So
it's a good effort.
It is, isn't it?
You must be a really, really nice guy.
No, that's, I'd argue with that. Here's Verrills. Good yards over the halfway line and just inside Roosters territory. And 2 minutes left in the first half. A dummy half, it comes across to Campbell, and left it goes behind Brimson. Brimson's got to go back, and he doesn't, picks it up on the halfway. So now it's really it's getting unstuck.
I feel the skill level tonight from both team boys hasn't been really exceptional. Both team passes behind, the ball hitting the deck a lot. It's pretty unacceptable, especially in the NRL.
Here's Tedesco. He's gone right through Teddy, and he's got Tupou with him. He draws Tupou in. Here's Tupou. Tupou's taken and brought down 25 metres out. Oh, that's a Macca's I'm loving at moment from Tedesco. Classic Teddy. Now it comes across to Sandon Smith. Gets away from one. Can they score before half-time? A minute and 15 seconds left in the half. Docker Clay gets in there. Goes to Tedesco again. Tedesco, they're offside. Surely the Titans. And now the Roosters will play it about 2 metres out from the Gold Coast Titans line. I'll back them in for a try here. 1 minute till half-time. Docker Clay, Sandon Smith, Chad Townsend, Wong, inside the 10 and brought down 5 metres out from the Gold Coast Titans line. Getting into dummy half, it's Docker Clay again. Then it comes across to Townsend. Townsend, lovely little kick, but Campbell's there, picks it up, and he just doesn't have the strength to get back in the field to play. Goal line dropout. Woodsy, what a game.
It wasn't the play to do. You still had a couple of tackles under your belt. And it goes to, if you're going to get a repeat set, there's 30 seconds on the clock. You can run the clock down and go straight to half time. Keep whining. You got to go shift to shift. Keep working the Titans defence. They just offered not much. We spoke about it earlier, Grubby. The Roosters are doing it so easy coming out on their own end. But when they get in this breast-packed red zone, they don't know what to do with the footy.
Yeah, you're right, Woodsy. And Angus Crichton was calling that ball, but you just don't kick it. You're right. They're going to probably get 1 or 2 plays here off this dropout. But, yeah, they're getting out their own half very easily. But when he gets to that red zone...
There's the half-time siren in the background. Sandon Smith has it. For a little grub kick through. Play on, says the referee. Picked up by Jojo for feeder.
That's a penalty.
Has to be a penalty.
He's blown his whistle all night and he doesn't get a penalty for that.
Or is he going to give a penalty? Wow. Let me have a look at this on the Harvey Norman replay. Yeah, we're going to have a look at this. We're going to have a look at this play. Let me talk you through it. Josh, what did you see?
I seen Sandon Smith do a little rubber through the line and he got pulled. He got pulled down. But I don't know how the ref was right there.
Can I ask you a question? Didn't the ref blow half-time?
He did,
Isn't that half-time? Don't we go in?
So we're monitoring the offside players for kick chase.
He's kicked the ball. They can't really touch him now. Close the space.
Norman replay.
It's a penalty.
Surely that's a penalty. Sandon Smith, and they'll have a crack at goal.
You're watching this with slow motion makes it look 10 times worse, I reckon. When we watch it, the frame by frame, it looks like... Well, I think the ref's got this decision right, boys.
Nah, but Woodsy, if he puts the grubber through, they shouldn't close the space for him. He should be able to compete for that ball. Like, I feel they squashed him out of that.
Yeah.
Then the referee blows half-time. The captain's challenge is unsuccessful.
Okay, well, that's a little bit controversial.
I know what you're saying, though, Woodsy, but I just feel...
But the slow motion makes it 10 times worse.
It does. It did.
Okay, now Teddy's arguing the point with Grant Atkins.
Teddy knows. Teddy knows.
Tedesco, 153 run metres at half time. Unbelievable.
Good Choice Hotel stat. And the Harvey Norman Captain's Challenge. Go Harvey Norman. Hisense 2024 TV run out on now. Big screens, king screens, all screens on sale. Harvey Norman Hisense 2024 TV run out. Best prices guaranteed. But you know who brings you the NRL on Triple M? It's Macca's with the hot honey. Hot honey has dropped at Macca's for a limited time only. Embrace the drip. Ready for game-changing flavour. Honey McSpicy, honey dipping sauce. All the honeys you can get. And Ream Hot Water. Ask your plumber to install a Ream. Anthony Maroon, Josh Reynolds, Aaron Woods, Brent Reed. It's 6-all. Titans as Gold Coast and Gold Coast as Triple M rocks the footy.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
Tradies, big jobs, small jobs, tough jobs. Beacon Trade's got the lighting, fans and electrical to get it done. Join up at beacontrade.com.au.
Tickets to Yoka Royale, March 29 and 30 in Penrith. Sprint, climb and conquer obstacle courses from 100 metres to 5k. Book now at yohka.com.
Traffic.
Triple M Sydney traffic. A life-changing win could be just minutes away. One lucky Keno Go player just pocketed $500,000. Download the Keno Go app today. You could be the next big winner. The M7's still seeing very heavy delays southbound through the Lighthorse Interchange. A concert tonight in Sydney Olympic Park. We are seeing delays on the M4, Homebush Bay Drive and Parramatta Road. Ladies, is the need to wee all the time making your life a misery? Caruso's Wee Less to the rescue. Available from leading pharmacies and health stores. Always follow the directions for use. Win free dolls for an entire year. The M's pay your M's. For your chance to win, keep it locked on Sydney's Triple M.
It's Triple M Breakfast.
Hey, it's Triple M Breakfast with Bo Woodsy and Kat with special guest Merrick Watson on the show Monday from 6 a.m.
Oh, Kat, you can find out how you can win your way to Magic Round in Brisbane for you and a mate.
And Brent Reid on all the news from DCE's first game with Manly after his bombshell announcement during the week.
Oh, it's all coming up on Triple M Breakfast with Bo Woodsy and Kat with special guest Merrick Watts.
It's Triple M Breakfast.
Weekdays from 6 on 104.9 Triple M.
With NRMA Insurance, you could enjoy our multi-policy discount when you take out 2 or more eligible policies. NRMA Insurance, a help company. Discount applies in tiers based on the number of eligible policies. Maximum tier reached at 9 eligible policies. Visit nrma.com.au/customer-discounts for more info. Discount may be subject to minimum premiums. Always read the PDS. PDS and TMDs available from NRMA Insurance at nrma.com.au.
Go Harvey Norman. Hisense 2024 TV run out on now. Race in for clearance prices across the range. Big screens, king screens, all screens on sale. Save $400 on Hisense 75-inch mini LED TV. Save over $1,400 plus get bonus local delivery and installation on Hisense 100-inch TV. Conditions apply. Shop in store. Shop online. If it's a Hisense 2024 model, it's got to go. Be quick. Limited time while stocks last. Hisense 2024 TV run out on now at Harvey Norman.
Back your business with Energy Australia's dedicated team of energy experts and get a great deal on your business electricity. Find out how at energyaustralia.com.au.
Plumbing. Work. Invoicing. Work. Leaks. Work. Unpaid invoices. Work. Waterproofing. Work. Hyping yourself up in the mirror to go chase unpaid invoices. Come on, Brett, you're a grown man. You're not afraid of a minor social interaction, especially to get money you're owed. Work. Do less work with Solo by MYOB, the new admin app for sole operators with fast, easy invoicing and automated payment reminders. Sign up for Solo at myob.com.
I'm Australia's best mate, loyal and true, keeping you cool in all that you do. I never rest, yet I work with ease. Your comfort companion through every breeze. What am I? I'm a Mitsubishi Heavy Industries air conditioner. Trusted by homes and businesses all around Australia, I deliver whisper-quiet performance and unmatched reliability through scorching summers and freezing winters year after year. Put your trust in Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, the experts in air.
Tradies, while you're getting behind the footy, Beacon Trade's getting behind you with everything you need to light the Australian home. Fans, electrical accessories and the largest range of lighting. Partner up at beacontrade.com.au and let's make light work.
Hi, Rodney Jane here. Pocket even more savings at Bob Jane's Marts. We've got Bridgestone free, Yokohama free, Kumho free. How? Simply buy 3 and the 4th tyres free. Get up to $150 instant cashback on selected Pirelli and Bridgestone Bridgestone tyres. Plus, receive an e-gift card up to $150 when you buy 4 selected BF Goodrich tyres. Give us a call or shop online today. At Bob Jane T-Marts, we'll look after you. T's and C's apply.
Calling all outdoor enthusiasts. 4-Wheel Drive Supercentre is opening soon in Greenacre, home of the famous Adventure Kings. Join the grand opening celebrations from Friday, April 11 at 51 Roberts Road, Greenacre, opposite Bunnings. 4-Wheel Drive Supercentre, Greenacre, opening soon.
She thought it was true love. He looked at her. Handsome. Nice watch.
Shut up!
Just started firing questions. How much do you earn? What are your assets? Why do you need my money? It was then she realised he was
the Mitsubishi Triton.
And would never understand her business. Red Z knows when you need a loan.
And welcome back to Allianz Stadium in the beautiful city of Sydney.
Speak to your broker or visit redz.com.
It's the Gold Coast Titans' first trip to the new Allianz Stadium. It's 6-all, Woodsy. I want to be honest, it's not a game it hasn't reached any heights.
Yeah, it hasn't reached any heights, Maroon, but I honestly can't believe it's 6-all.
Yeah.
You look at the opportunities the Roosters have had. They're coming out of their own end so easy, but when they get down to the Westpac red zone, they're just not sure what to do with it. They're sort of just running across field. They're not playing straight and direct, holding up defenders, generating quick play the balls. It's just like, let's just give the ball to Tedesco and see what he can do off the back of it. So if they can really fix that up, I really can see the Roosters winning by plenty in this second half.
If they don't have Tedesco, the Roosters aren't in the game. It's weird. Teddy's absolutely on fire. But I just think, I mentioned it before, it's poor skill from both sides.
Yep.
Lots of drop balls. The Roosters, when they're actually punching through the middle, they look good, but they're not doing it enough. Docker Clay looks good when he jumps out of dummy half. And for the Titans, Campbell, he's kicking. I feel he's got to give his wingers a bit more of a chance. And look, but they're hanging in there. The Titans are hanging in there. So it's going to be interesting to see how this second half pans out.
It would be, the way the game started, it looked like it was going to be anything. The Roosters looked like they were going to score 2 or 3 quick tries. But look, they hung in there, the Gold Coast Titans, and made a monumental error right on halftime there where they dropped it on tackle 1 of a penalty.
And as you said, that just sums up the Gold Coast Titans, Maroon. It was a Gold Coast Titans error. They had the opportunity to put points on and get the lead going in the halftime. They just keep letting the Roosters off the hook. But then you can say the same thing about the Roosters, Maroon. Yeah. They should be up by plenty as well.
Okay, possession's pretty even at the moment. 17 to 23 sets for the Roosters, 16 to 20 for the Gold Coast Titans. Penalties, though, Titans have got 6 to 3 on the Choice Hotel stats. Second half's only 2 minutes away, so we better take a break as Triple M rocks the footy.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy. That half for the Mitsubishi Triton. Nothing can frighten a Triton.
Well, NRL and Aussie work sites both thrive under pressure, and drama is never far away. From last-minute game winners to heart-in-your-mouth action, the footy field is built on chaos, but just like the toughest players, Pertex hydraulic and industrial hoses don't crack under pressure. Designed and tested to handle anything thrown their way, they perform at their peak no matter what the conditions. Pertec, drama resistant since 1980. Ooh.
Dive into the minds of investigative journalists and researchers to uncover well-kept secrets with Listeners' lineup of investigative podcasts. Download the app and search Uncover.
Triple M Sydney Traffic.
ESPN is now on Disney+. Catch live events, epic sporting moments, and 10,000 hours of action, including the upcoming NBA playoffs. ESPN on Disney+. Turn it on. Checking your M's, a truck breakdown, taking out a northbound lane on the M7 in Oakhurst, approaching Lamb Street. We've got a 4-minute run through the M4 tunnel westbound from Ashfield to Homebush. Need a licensed plumber, painter, electrician? With High Pages, you can connect with trusted tradies across thousands of categories. To find the right expert for your job, start with High Pages. Win free tolls for an entire year. The M's pay your M's. For your chance to win, keep it locked on Sydney's Triple M.
Sydney's Triple M breakfast. It's sushi mango.
The dad characters that we do, we've always tried to make them a little bit not just Italian. Generic. That's the word. Yeah, you know, there's Indians, there's Asians. Anyone that got hit with a shoe can connect with these characters. You know what I mean?
So, thanks to MJ the Musical. MJ the Musical is now thrilling audiences at Sydney's Lyric Theatre. Book today.
It's Triple M breakfast.
Weekdays from 6 on 104.9 Triple M.
With NRMA Insurance, you could enjoy our multi-policy discount when you take out 2 or more eligible policies. NRMA Insurance, a help company. Discount applies in tiers based on the number of eligible policies. Maximum tier reached at 9 eligible policies. Visit nrma.com.au/customer-discounts for more info. Discount may be subject to minimum premiums. Always read the PDS. PDS and TMDs available from NRMA Insurance at nrma.com.au.
Go Harvey Norman. Hisense 2024 TV run out on now. Race in for clearance prices across the range. Big screens, king screens, all screens on sale. Save $400 on Hisense 75-inch mini LED TV. Save over $1,400 plus get bonus local delivery and installation on Hisense 100-inch TV. Conditions apply. Shop in store. Shop online. If it's a Hisense 2024 model, it's got to go. Be quick. Limited time while stocks last. Hisense 2024 TV run out on now at Harvey Norman.
Back your business with Energy Australia's dedicated team of energy experts and get a great deal on your business electricity. Find out how at energyaustralia.com.au.
The KGM SsangYong Rexton finance offer simply cannot get any lower, and it's available at participating dealers on the entire range of new Rexton models, one of Australia's best value 7-seaters. But hurry, because KGM SsangYong's low finance offer ends 31st of March 2025. Visit your participating dealer today. KGM SsangYong, Korean built to last. While stocks last, T&Cs and exclusions apply. Finance for approved consumer and commercial applicants of Angle Auto Finance. Australian credit licence 530731.
How do you feel? I feel like a Tooheys. The game's on, the team's ready, and it's time for a Tooheys. Whether you're cheering on your team at the stadium or watching with mates at the pub, nothing beats the legendary refreshment of Tooheys. Proudly born right here in New South Wales, Tooheys is all about the spirit of bringing people together, whether you're celebrating an epic win or commiserating a crushing defeat. So next time you're at the pub or bottle shop, grab a Tooheys and raise a glass to the team that's bringing you together. Drink responsibly.
Tradies, while you're getting behind the footy, Beacon Trade's getting behind you, helping you light the homes of Australia. Partner up with Beacon Trade at beacontrade.com.au and let's make light work.
Does your business cash flow need a spark to come off the bench to make that winning play? Prosper's business line of credit can provide your business with a safety net of funds to cover day-to-day expenses. Draw down on what you need when you need it and only pay interest on what you use. Prosper have helped over 50,000 small businesses stay in the game. Apply today at prosper.com. That's PROSPA. T's and C's and standard credit criteria apply.
I love my NRL on KO.
Nico Hines.
Yes, brave.
More enthusiasm. KO has every game of every round live with no ad breaks in play. Let's try again.
KO, get on board.
That's better.
Back your business with Energy Australia's dedicated team of energy experts and get a great deal on your business electricity. Find out how at energyaustralia.com.au.
Spending too much time in the shed used to be an issue, but with IMAR's new loyalty program, aptly named The Shed, I can now spend as much time in the shed as I like. You see, The Shed gives tradies insured with IMAR cashback rewards from heaps of brands, like Tilmar, Pet Bar and JBL. So now that my business is insured with IMAR, I can enjoy great cashback rewards. Visit imartheshed.com.au.
Beside the post, he's done it all on his own. The mayor of Burleigh, the king of the Burleigh Pavilion, has scored. Kicked by AJ Brimson across the face of the uprights. Ball is loose, still loose. Picked up by Haas, given it for Fafita. He needs his winger. He floats one out to Sonny, and Sonny goes over in the corner. Harvey Norman replay, no try Titans.
There's definitely a knock on there.
Tedesco, 153 run metres at half time. Unbelievable.
It's 6-all. And that is the highlights from the first half. Mitre 10, get expert service trusted by the trade at your local Mitre 10 Trade Centre. And as we speak, Teddy Tedesco is leading the Roosters out for the second half of this game. And if you have just joined us, 6-all, the Gold Coast Titans and the Sydney Roosters. Dark clouds over Allianz Stadium. We may see some rain in the second half of this game. What are your weather predictions like, Grubby? Are you any good at predicting the weather?
Yeah, it's definitely not going to rain.
Oh, you don't think it's going to rain?
No.
What do you think? Look at that big look over there to the east.
What do you think, Maroon?
I think it's going to rain.
Well, I don't think it's going to rain.
It's patchy.
Well, because you're just saying what opposite to what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Right?
I'll never agree with you.
Well, I know. You are like my beautiful wife. Whatever I say, you say the opposite.
Has anyone got some tablets to put a smile on someone's face?
I don't know if these early mornings are agreeing with you, mate.
You're hunched
doing,
over.
Doing the breakfast show.
You're hunched over, your nipples are facing down. What's wrong with you, mate?
Mate, because it's so cold, you can cut glass with them. Here we go, 6-all. And Tedesco kicks off. And remember, of course, that this Gold Coast side have lost their last 11 to the Sydney Roosters. And it hasn't been a great start to the Roosters season. They have only won 1 of 3, while the Titans have won 1, lost 1, and had the bye. So they've had 1 of everything so far. And they have the ball 21 metres out from their own line, getting up to play it back, and Verrills at dummy half. And then Big David Fafita is met by Angus Crichton and brought down about 15 metres his side of the halfway line. Verrills, and so the Titans again, just now about 9 short of the halfway, getting up to play it back. It comes across now to the kick from Brimson. It sits up for Dom Young. He'll take that quite easily on the 20-metre line and comes back, gets away from Tino. No, he doesn't. Tino's got him and brings him down. And he'll play it back to Sandon Smith at dummy half. To the left side they go to Tupou, and Tupou goes straight into Big David Fafita, and he and Haas bring him down 19 short of the halfway line. We'll catch up with Reedy very shortly, who's on the sideline. Get a half-time report for Bob Jane T-March. Reedy.
Yeah, look, in terms of Trent Robinson, he was worried about the discipline. He said we need to tidy up the penalties. We just gave away too many penalties in that first half. Piggybacked them out of their end. He said, keep playing grinding footy. The line breaks will come, but just fix up the discipline in the second half. In terms of Des Hasler, look, he said keep going toe-to-toe with him, but he particularly talked about the Roosters back 5. He said they're making too many metres. We need to pick up our kick chase and shut down that back 5 that's carving us up at the moment.
Thank you, Brent Reid. Tackle 5, up it goes. De Groot didn't get near that, and it's picked up. This will be play on. Roosters on the attack, 6 to go. They're about a half a metre out. Well, the Titans have made a mess of that. Gets up, they play it back, and it comes across now, and Radley's right out of the post and about 1 metre out on tackle 2. What do they do now? Getting into dummy half, it's Dr. Clay. Sandon Smith, now it goes to Townsend. Drops one back inside for Angus Crichton, and he will take the tackle 9 metres out, deep inside the Westpac red zone. The Roosters are on the attack. Right. Dr. Clay, he goes on his own. Dr. Clay! Haas has got him and brings him down. 1 metre out, left-hand side of the upright. The Roosters looking to score first in the second half. Smith and Radley and Townsend, and then for Wong. But he's easy pickings and brought down there by Chrissy Randall. About 8 metres out on tackle 5, says referee Atkins. Dr. Clay is there. Chad Townsend now. Will he kick? No. He gets it away to Sandon Smith. He got the pass on to Crichton. Angus wasn't expecting it. It's loose. It's picked up, and Filthy Phil Sami's got it, and the Titans go on the attack.
Oh, boys, once again, they get down this end. They do all the hard work. They get a 6 again on the try line of the Gold Coast Titans and come up with absolutely nothing. The Titans' left edge was shot to pieces, and they do a dummy half scoop under the post.
The one thing I don't understand also, Woodsy, I watched that set. Teddy was out the back of 3 plays, and they didn't hit him once. He's on fire. They've hit 3 lead lines. You've got to hit him out the back on these sweep plays.
And we see Brimson get it away to Tino Fasul Malaawi. Expert comments to Seabus Super from Josh Reynolds and Aaron Woods. Tackle 5, 45 out. There's the kick from Campbell. Tupou takes it on the full, and the defence brings Tupou down 19 out from his own line.
Grubby, you're not wrong with the kicking game of the Gold Coast Titans. You just love to see them landed on the 10-metre line. They just landed both their kicks in this first half on the 20-metre line, and it's just a bit of a relief for the forwards of the Roosters. They don't have to go back as far.
Now, 18 their own side of halfway. And Docker Clay is in there at dummy half. Got it away to Collins. And he's dropped the ball, Lindsay. He's dropped the ball. So that's just a simple error. 18 of 26 completions for the Sydney Roosters. Choice Hotels, get more for your money so you can check into more. Get the lowest prices guaranteed when you book direct at choicehotels.com.
I went outside at half time because there's been a lot of drop ball, and, you know, we thought it was a lot of poor passing, but the conditions, Maroon, it's still a little bit humid and muggy outside, which has got a bit of sweat. Could be a reason why we're seeing a lot of drop ball. It's an uncharacteristic error from Lindsay Collins. We don't see that too often from him.
When you go outside, do the kiddies think you're the paddle pop line?
No, well, there's a section where Maroon's not allowed to go because there's kids in that section.
He got you there.
De Groot, Fafita. Oh dear, oh dear. Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard, and penalty goes to the Titans. Well, hello, they're 25 metres out. Grubby, what's the penalty for?
I think it was a leg.
Yeah, it was.
But I'd be taking the 2 here.
Yeah.
I just feel it's going to be a tight game. Take the 2 points, take the lead, and look, the Titans might win 8-6 the way this game's going. But yeah, it's like you said, Woodsy, before, it's very clunky. Both sides just can't get into any sort of flow, and the Roosters, it's just, I feel the Roosters of old, Woodsy, they've usually had really good try line attack with the likes of Luke Keary and, you know, Teddy being at the back of these plays. They've always been pretty slick, but at the moment they just can't seem to get those combinations going.
They used to play the power game.
Yeah.
They'd bend the line, and the defence on the other side would be at 6s or 7s trying to regain the tackle. They'd be short on the open or short down the short side, and just gave so many opportunities to the likes of Semi Walker. They're not generating any ruck speed tonight.
24 metres back right in front. Campbell for the Titans moves in. And you know what? They hit the lead for the first time on the Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard. Gold Coast lead the Roosters 8-6.
Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Air Conditioners Australia engineer and design their ducted systems for Australian conditions that you can trust. The experts in air.
Well, Trent Robinson spoke about discipline at half-time. That is the Roosters' 7th penalty they've given away in this game. You can't, even against a side like the Titans, you cannot keep giving away penalties like that. It'll come back to bite you, and it's hurt them there. Titans with a 2-point lead early in the second half. It's going to be points for a premium tonight. It's going to be a low-scoring game, this one.
Okay, and kids at home, you notice he said even against a side like the Titans. That's what you call being passive-aggressive. That's passive-aggressive.
You're a bit that sometimes.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
I can always identify it. Titans knock it on.
Ooh.
Talk about your next set after points. Titans knock it on tackle 1, 11 out from their own line. Who on earth would be an NRL coach?
Well, Lindsay Collins gets one back as he made that last error, but a nice shot. Actually rocked his head back. But this is what you want from your front row. You come up with the error down the other end, but you force it off the kickoff. So let's see how the Roosters' try line attack is this time, Woodsy.
Now, 15 metres out. They are heavy to the left side. And then there's 30 metres between the scrum and Dom Young to the right. So Sandon Smith, 10 metres out. Gold Coast lead the game 8-6. 7.5 gone second half. Docker Clay is at dummy half. Then it goes to Natty Butcher. Butcher goes straight into the defensive line and brought down about 3 metres out on tackle 2. And Docker Clay at dummy half again. This time Townsend is right. And straight back up the middle. And it's going to be Wong, who takes the tackle about 5 metres out from the Gold Coast Titans line. And that's where we'll get up and play it back to Docker Clay. Then it went to Smith. Then it went to Tedesco. Joe Fafita, beautiful tackle, brings him down 15 metres out. Dummy half, Docker Clay again. Sandon Smith, straight up the middle goes Lindsay Collins. Defensively, they look tight at the moment. They look good, the Gold Coast Titans on tackle 5. And it's played back to Docker Clay. And given to Radley. And given to Townsend. Got the pass away to Wong. On the run around, Radley. He sent it out to Dom Young on the wing. I thought the pass looked forward. Dom Young is claiming a try. He goes over the line and gets it down just inside the try line. But I'm going to say, Woodsy, I think that pass went forward.
Yeah, I'm with you, Rude. I don't too often agree with you. But Victor Radley gets the ball from a late offload. I think it's from Siwa Wong, which heard Grubby moan at the time. It was the wrong option. That 3-on-2 out the back. Oh, it's a line ball. It's not too bad. Yeah. The touch judge was right in line. And Dom Young still had a bit of work. Yet 3 defenders to beat. And he just gets the ball down just in the nick of... Oh, that's probably not a good camera angle of looking at that one, but... Yeah, it's a try, boys.
Yeah, it was a nice, what we call a harbour bridge pass from Victor Radley. But, yeah, once again, boys, we spoke earlier about the Titans' defence. They're actually defending well tonight. They're scrambling well. The Roosters haven't got the answers. They're taking the wrong options. But this just comes from a nice offload and Victor Radley coming up with a heads-up play.
Has he lost this?
Harvey Norman replay. Doing great deals on Hisense TVs all weekend. Let's have a look. Does he ground the ball, Dom Young? And Well, that angle doesn't tell us. That angle tells us he does, probably.
Loses it?
No, I think he does. On that angle, he does get it down.
I think it's been confirmed that they're kicking for goal right now.
Okay, 42%. Pertek, kick predictor.
Not confirmed yet. Rev Atkins just said.
Okay, well, we're just waiting half an hour to go in this game. Looks to be okay. Roosters 10, Gold Coast 8 on the Triple M Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard. Here comes Sandon Smith. That's coming around beautifully.
What a kick.
He's got it on a remote control. 12 points to 8 on the Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard as Triple M rocks the footy.
Thanks to the reliable Mitsubishi Triton with best-in-class superior steering and handling, giving you the confidence to bravely take on the most rugged adventure. Nothing can frighten a Triton.
Excuse me, sorry. I've got to say that, again, a silly area here by police ask. Sorry, boys, I'm choking. But
what are you choking on, Reedy?
I'm choking on how bad this game is. I'll tell you what, though, that's a shocking error by police ask off the kickoff. I mean, a terrible error by him. Him and Bo Fermor, they've had a drop since tonight. It's hurt the Titans in that situation. But a really smart play by Victor Radley. Obviously went up for the HIA earlier in the game, but his head's clear now, boys, because that was a very clever play from Victor Radley.
Thank you very much, Brent Reid on the sideline for Bob Jane. T-Marts, bobjane.com.au, 13.26.25. Pocket great savings of Bob Jane. And Natty Butcher, 15 his own side of the halfway line. Just a terrible position to find themselves in after points, the Gold Coast Titans. With those numbers, you just cannot see those numbers. They may as well not have numbers. Docker Clay goes to Sandon Smith, then back up the middle goes Angus Crichton. Look at those Roosters numbers. Nice, big, clear white numbers on a dark blue background. Tackle 5, Docker Clay. Sandon Smith from 45 out. Up she goes. Joe Fafita is back there. Up goes Filthy Phil Sami, drops it. Offside is Campbell. Referee Atkins says that's just a classic textbook offside play. And the Roosters now have the momentum.
Yeah, that's the difference between the Roosters and Titans. The kick chase is James Tedesco. He goes up. He chases so hard. He competes. Someone's off with a HO Sam Verrills.
Yeah.
But the thing with James Tedesco, he competes. He had no right to get to that ball. He jumps up, puts pressure on Filthy Phil Sam, and he just comes up with a loose air off the ball. And then his teammate in Jaden Campbell picks it up in an offside position. Now the Roosters go into a good ball possession.
Nawaka Nitawasi. No, they're going to... I think, what are they... Okay, they're just going to kick for touch here. And the Roosters will go on the attack. And they have now had 75% of the ball in the last 10 minutes. Well, you know, the Titans led the game for 35 seconds. Lindsay Collins inside the Westpac red zone, 10 metres out, 11 gone second half. Played to Docker Clay, then it went to Townsend, then it went to Natty Butcher. Butcher goes head down, bum up, and somehow they stop him 6 metres out from the Titans line. Playing to Docker Clay again, then it comes across to Bradley, then it goes, ends up back with Angus Crichton. Always hard to stop, and didn't he have a standout year last year, Angus? 4 metres out from the Titans line. Docker Clay, they're offside. The Gold Coast Titans are offside. And so the Roosters get a penalty.
How many penalties is that tonight? Boy, that's been thousands.
7-5.
That's
penalties.
A very clunky game, isn't it? You know, the ref Atkins blowing his whistle and just scrappy, but let's see how the Roosters go on the red.
Are you finding it hard to keep your mind on the game?
Yeah, ADHD's.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. It comes across to Natty Butcher. I get, if the game gets to that, in my head I'm going, I've got to feed the cat when I get home. I've got to put the other car in the shed.
Where's the cat shirt? You said you're going to bring it back.
And the ball comes across now for Sandon Smith, then Tedesco. Tupou for the corner! Great defence, Titans to bring him down 3 metres out. And the Roosters lead the game 12-8 on the Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard. Smith again. Angus Crichton steps and ducks and weaves and gets caught in tonight's first Malachi crunch. 9 metres out from the Gold Coast Titans line. It's played to Docker Clay. It ends up with Radley, and Vector's brought down right in front of the post and 3 metres out with 27 minutes left in the game. Docker Clay again. Townsend again. Wong. It went to Teddy. The ball is loose. And the Gold Coast Titans are out of trouble, if only for now, with Bo Fermor.
A really nice read there from Tony Francis. Spoken about hitting Teddy out the back a little bit more, but the Gold Coast Titans have had all the answers when he has had the ball. So They're defending well. They just got to hang in this grind, and they can come out the other side.
Okay. And this is good defence too from the Roosters. Up next, Broncos Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are going to be 0-4 in about 2 hours' time, Woodsy.
Yeah, they come up against a red-hot Broncos side, and you got to play like Payne has leading the way in the front row. Michael Maguire had him really up for that game last week, and it's a local derby, boys. I reckon I'll be up for that one as well.
Now down on the sideline for Bob Jane, Brent Reid.
Yeah, that was really interesting. When the Roosters got that penalty there, Matt King was on the sideline. He put 2 fingers up straight away, and the players just went with what they saw, and obviously took the tap, which has now come up with no points, so that may come back to hurt them.
Thank you, Reedy. Tupou now 20 metres out from his own line. Sydney Roosters 12, Gold Coast 8. At @MM_NRL, Lillian from Fairfield says, hey, is Grubby looking after his beautiful wife, considering she just had a baby? I'll come back to you, because they've knocked it on, the Roosters, Chad Townsend, and invited the Titans in. Oh, this game's got to pick up. This game's got to pick up.
Boys, it's 9 errors to 8 on the moment, and there's, as you said, 12 penalties. There's been stop and start. It's very hard for teams to get some connection in this game, but like you said, that when one side does something good, they do a poor error which invites the opposite side into it. This could be anything, boys, honestly.
We speak about completing after points, and the Roosters are just both sides.
Now, Westpac red zone. It's Kelly finally gets the football. I don't remember calling him once. 21 metres out. The Titans go on the attack. Played back to the kid Francis, and then the boy Furmore goes inside the Westpac red zone. If they score here, I will shout you prawn cutlets for the rest of the year, Woodsy. Here is Campbell, Brimson, Big Tino for Sulmalaawi. 15 out right in front of the post. Can they take the lead back? Played then to Randall, given to Campbell, given to Furmore. Furmore for the line, and brought down 3 metres short. And we'll get up and play it on tackle 3. Back for come across. Tino Fasul-Malawi has dropped the ball with the line wide open. And that, my friends, is the history of the Gold Coast Titans in one simple play.
Yeah, look, it was a very, very tough pass to thread. It probably wasn't the play. They need to build some pressure. The Titans, if they're going to get back into this game, they need to get a repeat set there, roll it in, but they're just trying to score off every play. And look, it was probably a catchable ball for Tino, but I just don't think it was the right ball into the line in a night like this.
But Grab, it was the depth from the carry. You need to be back a little bit further. They really rushed the pass from Randall, and he almost hit Campbell Gillard, which was the first lead runner. So it was an option that was on, but it was just run poorly.
Toya has it for the Roosters. The Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard, Roosters lead 12-8. And the Roosters to bring it out from their own end once again. Fresh face out there is Gray for the Gold Coast Titans.
He's from just down the road here, isn't he?
Yeah, I think we might have had him in the system at South.
He's a mascot boy.
Yeah. Here's Docker Clay in the dummy half. And then it goes across for White. And White is going to play it about, he breaks right through. That's a great run from White. And he just needed support, but Mac, as I'm loving it, run from the front rower. Crichton now inside the 40, brought down by the Gold Coast Titans player David Fafita. Roosters lead 12-8 with 23 minutes left on the clock. At dummy half, Docker Clay. On tackle 5, Chad Townsend puts the kick up. Tedesco chases through De Groot. De Groot, he's left it behind De Groot. It's picked up by Townsend. He kicks it out to his wing Dom Young. He gives it back inside to Toya. They kick it again. And the Gold Coast Titans have to bat it over the dead ball line. And so they'll get the ball back here, the Sydney Roosters. Goal line dropout.
Once again, James Tedesco just competing. Woodsy, you said it before. He doesn't do it once, he doesn't do it twice, he does it every play. He's one of the best in the game, one of the best competitors, and a nice heads-up play there from Chad Townsend to kick it to the corner. And I think it was Toya with a nice depth grubber into the end goal for the repeat set.
Now here's Campbell, and it's a short little dropout, 11 metres. And they get the ball back, the Gold Coast Titans.
Worst rule in the game.
I hate
Not a rule, sorry, the short drop.
Yeah. I mean, this is where we went just one too far, I thought, Joshy Reynolds.
Agreed.
It's just, what my late father would say, this short dropout thing, is up its own arse.
No reward. Like, that was a hard effort to pull the ball up in goals, get that repeat set, and it's a 50-50 if you get it back this day and age.
Here's Filthy Phil Sami. He plays it to Randall. Randall to Tino. Tino at the halfway line. They're not done yet, this Gold Coast Titans side. Tackle 5, says the referee. Play back to Randall. Kicked by Brimson from 45 metres out. Now, that's an odd kick. Oh, hang on. It's going to sit up in the in goal, is it? No. It's going to dribble dead. And it'll be a 20-metre restart.
Woodsy, you just said there, it was 4-on-2. You're not a natural kicker. And then you shank a ball for 7 tackles to put your team on the back foot. Play eyes up footy, Brimson. That's what you're great at, mate.
Just while I've got a second, getting back to this, a Triple M _ NRL. Lillian Fairfield says, Grubby, are you taking good care of your wife? She's a young and new mum.
I am, mate. I'm doing my very, very best. She is a great mum and an even better wife to be. She's actually coming in now to meet me for dinner. We're going on one of those dinners where it doesn't have to be an event, and we're going to a fancy restaurant.
Right.
Yeah.
And what, with the babies coming too?
No, Nan's on the duty tonight.
That's lovely. Well, that's nice. Played back to Docker Clay. It goes to Radley, and then left side it goes Smith. Gets the pass away to Nwakanitawazi, and he's 30 metres out, and he's knocked it on. Marky. And so this will be a Gold Coast Titans ball. More importantly, this game is going downhill rapidly. Where are you taking Sian for dinner?
Not telling you.
Oh, come on.
No, because every time I say it, you're like, why are you going there? What's the occasion?
Can I give a shout out, Maroon?
Of course.
It's my father-in-law's birthday today.
Okay, what's his name?
Big Lindsay.
Big Lindsay.
Okay.
Grubby knows him very well. Grubby grew up with the family of my wife.
Yeah.
And he knows their family really well. And he's a good man.
He's over there at Roseland.
At Roseland, yes. And we're going for a beautiful feed tomorrow for a beautiful...
Okay, where are you going?
I don't want to give it away.
Why don't you both go to Bankstown RSL? I'll sort something out for you.
Because you'll get an earn out of it.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with me. I'm trying to look after me mates.
Daniel.
The game is...
You know where I'm going to go?
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Macca's.
Oh.
Well, I tell you what, this could be for young lovers. Look at this for young lovers. Hot honey is dropped at Macca's for a limited time only. Embrace the drip.
Have you had one?
Oh,
they're amazing.
Don't worry, they're sensational.
Hot honey.
I'd love to see some hot honey on those nipples.
Because you are a creep.
You'll be dunking those nipples in it.
Hey, what section was Maroon allowed into, Woodsy?
Oh, dear. Reedy, come into it, my love.
Yes, how are you, boys? Look, Mark, what a shocker. AJ Brimson. No, not Brimson.
It's Randall,
Knocked it on. Terrible. Look, the Money Twides has come off for HIA Maroon, and it looks like Sam Burrell's got the all clear, so he'll be back in the game soon.
Okay.
Boys, this is not the weirdest game of footy ever.
It really is.
What is actually happening?
It really is. Do you know what? On the way in, I bumped into a mate of mine, Albie Tallarico, who I think he does a bit of stuff for the Jets, and he says tomorrow is the anniversary of the Jets 0-0 game against the Doggies in 1982.
Wow, 0-0.
Imagine it being at a game that was 0-0.
There was one game in the Super League that was 1-0.
Yeah.
That was this year.
Round one.
Lead Leopards.
Here is the Roosters now with the ball. This is Wong, 30 metres out. Okay, well, what about this, Grubby? If I name the restaurant, will you say yes? Docker Clay?
No, stay out of my life. You creep.
White is 15 metres out.
Imagine you go out to dinner and there's Maroon in the corner just watching you, staring at you.
His tight shirt on.
Or off. Even better. Okay. Or with the shirt on and the pants off like Porky Pig. Here's Radley. He gets away from one.
Something might poke you in the eye too.
It's 5 metres out. It gets out of dummy half. Docker Clay goes on his own. And he'll play it right in front of the post and 1 metre out. It's 12-8. The Roosters lead the Gold Coast Titans. Here is Shannon Smith. Oh, the ball's been intercepted. Campbell's away. They must score. Over the halfway goes Campbell. Is he going to have the pace to go on with it? He's over the 20. He's over the 10. He's going to score. A runaway Gold Coast Titans try. Campbell scores 90 metres. And the Gold Coast Titans score against the runner play.
Well, what a read by Campbell there. The Roosters have fair dinkum done the same thing on the try line all night, and it's taken him 62 minutes to realise he's gone. They've hit and leaves. Grubby's caught all night. You've got one of the best game breakers in the NRL, James Tedesco out the back. They have refused to use Tedesco on the try line. They've hit leads. They're looking to use Crichton, and Campbell just squeezes in between and just picks up the intercept. And I think he runs 90 metres.
Oh, it was an all or nothing play, would you? Because if he doesn't take this, Crichton scores.
Yes.
It's an absolute. This is Campbell, though. He's instincts. He's got one of the best. He is one of the best instinct players in rugby league. We've seen him at fullback do this. Now he's in the halves. Unbelievable play. Goes the distance, and now he's got the kick to put the Titans in front, Maroon.
Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard. It's the one with 10 years cap price servicing, and it's got a 10-year warranty too. Nothing can frighten a Triton. You get your 4 years roadside assistance, game changers. Tradies love them. People of all ages love them. People that love their recreation time love a Mitsubishi Triton.
Surely that's a Macca's I'm loving at the moment.
That is an absolute honey dripping Macca's I'm loving at the moment. And here is the perfect predictor. Campbell, 52%. The try scorer. Can he put the Titans in front for the first? Well, they were in front for about 13 seconds. Here comes Campbell now. 1 metre in from touch. It's not straight. It's not strong. And it's nowhere near a goal. So, 12 points all. Let's go down to you on the sideline for Bob Jane. Brent Reid.
Well, happy 21st, boys. Is there a number 21 in this game? Pretty decisive one, the context of this match, because it's got the Gold Coast back into this game. 12 all. We're set for I was going to say a thrilling last 17 minutes, but based on the first 63 minutes, I'm not sure it'll be thrilling, but it might be gripping. So it's going to be entertaining anyway.
All right.
Can you explain what gripping means, please?
What did he say?
Gripping. You know, tense, gripping.
Gripping, thrilling.
Reedy's got a good grip on it.
There's the kick-off. And here's Big Regan Campbell-Gillard. The set after points. The good set after points would be a first for the Titans if we can see that today. Here's Tino for Suomala. Are we 18 metres out? 12 all on the Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard. Here's Gray over the 20 and he straightens up. He's a big lump of a lad too. And Brock Gray will play at 25 his own side of the halfway line. Back to Chris Randall and then for David Fafita. He ricocheted away from Spencer Leniu. Leniu got angry and came at him again. And Fafita makes good yards. 15 his own side of the halfway line. And now
they're into each other, these two.
The Gold Coast Titans get a penalty. It's Fafita and Leniu.
You know what's happened here? So Dave Fafita got a good shot on him about 5 minutes ago in this game. And Leniu's lost his head. He's lost his cool. They've leaked the try. And he sort of tried to put a shot on Dave Fafita. Then Dave just bounced off, goes through. Very strong man. And then Leniu just comes in again and just tries to work him over just that little bit too much. I think Dave Fafita won. He got the points battle there.
Yeah, I agree with you. But it's not... I'm all for putting a shot on at the right time, but that's not the time with you. Look at it. The game's on the line. It's 12 all. You've got to win your tackles, dominate the tackles, slow the ruck down, not bounce off. Look at him. He's into him. I love it. I love when Fafita's angry.
Yeah,
brings out the best in him.
And then Big Tino, 31 metres out and centre of the field. 12 points all, 15 and a half to go. This is Regan Campbell-Gillard. Big RGC is 21 metres out, centre of the field. Titans in possession with Randall to the left, AJ Brimson. Bo Fermor, who puts it in reverse and gets inside the Westpac red zone. From the dummy half, we'll see it go to Campbell-Gillard and then Brock Gray, met by Radley. But you know what? They're only about 8 metres out, this Gold Coast side. Randall is a dummy half. He has the ball now. Gets a long pass away to Campbell. Campbell goes to Brimson. Brimson gets it away to Kelly. And Kelly is caught by Toya. About 3 metres out and just a couple of metres in from touch. Played to Fermor again. Then to Campbell. Campbell goes to Brimson. Drops one back in for Brocky Gray. And he's brought down 15 metres out, right in front of the post on the last play. Here is Brimson, to the line, Brimson. He might just take the tackle here and hand it over 2 metres out to the Sydney Roosters. Grubby, no change, it's 12 all.
I know some people will say, why didn't he roll into the end goal? But I don't mind that play. Run into the corner, tell the Roosters come out, get the baseball bats out and try and force the error.
But I've got a question. Look, when you watch Brimson, he's not a natural passer of the ball, is he? Like, when he runs, you just think he's running, that's all he's going to do. I reckon on that play, maybe just get someone to lead for him and pass to him out the back, give him that option of one-on-one.
Yep.
So, plenty happening down there on the sideline for Bob Jane, Brent Reid.
Yeah, well, Big Tino's just actually left the field. I would have thought 15 minutes to go, 12 ball, you'd leave your captain out there and your best player, but he's just come off the field for a rest.
Okay, Bob Jane T-Marts pocket even more savings at Bob Jane. Buy 3, get 1 free on Bridgestone, Yokohama and Kumo. Get up to $150 instant cash back on selected Pirelli and Bridgestone tyres. Bob Jane T-Marts, they'll look after you. T's and C's apply. Last play, Townsend sends it down field, and so it's caught by young Tony Francis. There's nothing little about him. Ricochets out of a tackle, and then he's brought down about 25 metres out. Not a bad kick return at all. The filthy man now, Phil Sami, gets out of a tackle. Good run. And gets up now quickly to play it back to... Is that Verrills back out there? Here's Sammy Verrills. Verrills gets away from 1, away from 2. Gets a lovely little offload away to Kelly. And I feel like they're just starting to get the upper, or they're just a little on top at the moment, Woodsy, I reckon.
Yeah, they're doing what the Roosters were doing in the first half, sort of short interchange of passing, slicing through, and just generating some quick ruck speed, which is allowing them some options on the back.
And left side, it goes to Campbell Gillard. Got a little pass away. They're 15 metres out as Fermor gets up to play it on tackle 5. For Verrills again. Then for Campbell. And Campbell got it to Gray. It's tackle 5. Back inside to Campbell. He puts a kick into the in goal. Well, the good news is, if you're a Titan supporter, is that the Roosters are pinned in the in goal line dropout.
It ended up being a nice little play there from Campbell, but I feel he had an opportunity to roll it in at the start. But comes up with a nice play. Brock Gray didn't... he passed it back to Campball, and it was a beautiful little play. Here we're going to go again, though, boys. Short drop out.
Okay, here it comes, and it is a tiny little one. It'll just go 10. No, it won't. It bounces, and it's loose. It looks like an AFL game. It's taken by Sami.
What was the route? Just let it go out. You get the ball back, champion.
Ball is played to... I don't think people are clear on the... I don't think the spectators or the players are clear on the 10-metre rule. You're only clear because you're a nerd. Here the ball goes out to Gray. He's 9 metres out and right in front of the post. 5 metres out, 12 all, 11.5 minutes left in this game. And now Regan Campbell-Gillard again. Swivels, gets out of 1. Brought down by Spencer Leniu. 5 out from the Roosters line. They go the same way. De Groot, Fafita, and it goes out with a filthy man. Filthy Phil Sami scores a beautiful winger's try, and the Gold Coast Titans go up 16-12, and just wonderful to watch from the Gold Coast side.
Oh, it's great short-time play. And, we spoke about the battle between Leniu and David Fafita here. He's ahead in points by a mile at the moment. As you watch the replay on the short dropout, the Roosters should have just let it go. Would have went out. Sanders Smith tries to knock it back in play. I've got no idea why. But it's a great recognition of Dave Fafita. I know he's a wrecking ball with ball in hand, but he played the smart. He engaged the defender on the wing, which is Daniel Turbo, and he had no other option to come in and find filthy Sammy unmarked on the outside, Grubby.
Really, really slick play, really sleight of hands play here. But as you said, we're not used to this from Fafita, but I love it. De Groot, he takes it on the short side and comes up with a nice little play, but that is silky from Fafita, especially with a jamming defender, boys. That is very, very hard, but Filthy Phil,
he's back.
He's back.
You know what I love the most? Dave Fafita, as soon as he walks back to celebrate with Filthy, walks straight past Spencer Leniu.
Yeah, get that in ya, big fella.
16-12 on the Triple M Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard. You can't frighten a Triton. 73% per tech kick predictor. Here's Campbell. That one looks better. He's kicked it. And they kick away to a 6-point lead inside the final 10. Down to you, Brent Reid.
Well, Big Dave's won that personal duel because as that ball sailed between the posts, Spencer Leniu walked past me. He's off the field. Lindsay Collins is back in the action. So 1-0 Dave Fafita, boys.
Titans Dolphins next week, boys. That's who the Titans have got next week as we look ahead. And Roosters and Souths at the core. So, yeah, but a couple of real local derbies next week. But I tell you what, they could take some momentum into that game if they can just hang on here, the Titans. But they're a long way from having this game won. Mo Fortunawaker come from the car park, and he'll play it 20 metres out from his own line.
You drive the Mustang today?
It's not a Mustang, and I take offence to that. All right?
It looks like a Mustang.
It is a Mustang.
It's not a Mustang. Okay? You know it's not a Mustang. You're provoking me. You're poking my cage. And I know where you're going from it. So if you don't want me to reveal it, ball is played by Brock Ray. Back to Verrills. And then it goes to Regan Campbell-Gillard. It's a Camaro. A Camaro is like 55 times better than a Mustang. Here's for Tawaka. Okay? Mustangs must be good because everybody's got one. Verrills moves into dummy half and goes to back for Campbell, who's come alive in the last 10 minutes. There's a kick. This is going to go straight down the throat of Dan Tupou. But none of them are as good as a Mitsubishi Triton with a 10-year warranty and 10 years cap price. Surfacing down to you, Reedy.
Good news, Mark Nwingan needs to ask his past his HI, so he'll be back in the game quite soon.
Righto, mate, put your false teeth back in, and they've knocked it on. They've knocked it on. Well, I'd be going field goal here, Grubby. I'd be going field goal if I'm the Titans.
What, right now? First play.
Yeah, get 7 away.
Straight away.
So 40 metres out, you go for the 2-point field goal.
Okay, well, it's still a field goal, isn't it?
Well, tell them, take the ball back and go for
Well,
two.
just go, run it up the middle, 4 tackles, and go for field goal. You'll be up by 7.
Oh, so now you want 4 tackles before you...
Oh, well, I'm not. You're the expert. What would you do?
Take the field goal.
You know, I wasn't going to say anything, but you're not taking Sian out and you're in your shorts, are you? With your hairy legs hanging out.
Always tease. You know what you always do? You body shame me.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're going to start a bushfire. Don't go too close to a bloody open fire, mate. That's all I'm going to say. Here's Verrills. Mo for Tawaka. Gold Coast 18. Roosters 12. And then to the left side. And then you always say I've got no butt.
You got a long back.
Yeah, so that's body shaming. 15 metres out, it's played to Verrills. Now Campbell, and then back into Brimson. They're only 5 metres out. 7.5 to go. And this is tackle 4 in fact. Now, Mo Fortuaka turns. He's right near the line. He's brought down 2 metres out. Last play. Surely you go for field goal here, Grubby. Verrills goes into dummy half. Tino! Oh, Tino for Suamala. He goes in without a hand laid on him.
And that's why you have absolutely no idea. Why would you go for the field goal when you can hit the big man like that? Verrills, he's tried this play about 1,000 times tonight. He actually done it the play before. I seen Woodsy go, yeah. Oh. But now he finds the big man in Tino. And boys, I'm saying it, the Titans have won the game.
Yes, I think you can call it.
But what I love about this, it's the depth this time with the carry. Last time he was real flat, probably was 5 metres back. He's right on the white line. And as you said with Mo Whanawaka, he's come from the car park maroon. Tino Fa'asuamaleaui, give me the ball, fellas.
Indeed. So, Gold Coast 22, Roosters 12. I'll tell you what.
Can you believe the Titans are winning 22-12?
Yes. I tipped them.
I'm going to put it out there, boys.
Yeah.
Same.
You didn't.
This is the weirdest game I think I've ever been a part of. What's going on?
It's not over. It's not over.
Is the Roosters only won 1 game?
Yes. Yep. Yes.
Geez, they're going to come under some pressure this week.
Yes. And next week they got Souths, who showed some real form yesterday. Here's Campbell, 100% on the Pertec kick predictor. Campbell now moves in, and away it goes, right over the black dot. 24-12, Reedy.
Well, that was just bizarre because Zach Dockett-Clay actually had a shot at Tino, but he didn't even try. He just let him run through. So I'm not sure whether they were setting up to try and defend a field goal, but the entire Roosters defensive line dropped their guard there. And you can't do that against Tino any time, let alone in a game that's in the balance like this. So I think I'm with you guys. I think this game's over now. I mean, the Titans, when this game's been on the line in the last 10, 15 minutes, the Titans have stepped up and the Roosters have fallen apart.
14,100 people on hand for this game today. And as always, it's brought to you by Riemann Macca's. Short dropout for the Roosters. It's what they need. Up goes Jojo Fafita and bats it straight into Crichton's hands. And Crichton's away from 1 and away from 2 and gets it passed away to Nawakani Tawasi. And he goes up the centre. Right side now. And they're going to play it 10 metres out. Oh, my goodness me. Maybe this game's not over. Gets up and plays it back. Dr. Clay, same way. Teddy Tedesco out of a tackle. Around one. Throws the pass across to Radley. Radley floats it over the top to Crichton. Gets it away to Tupou. Tupou is pulled down 10 metres out. They've got to tackle for their lives here, the Gold Coast. Sandon Smith. Nawakani Tawasi, Radley, and then White is 10 metres out and right in front of the post. 5 minutes to go. Gold Coast 24, Roosters 12. Played then to Docker Clay. Radley got the ball away to Collins. Radley on the run round. Ball is loose. Ball is with the Gold Coast Titans. Now it might be the ball game.
Boys, how good's the online goal defence of the Gold Coast Titans? And scrambling as well. Every time the Roosters have got down here, it's always been nearly from a line break. So Desi has to take it down. Your men have done a huge job on their own try line.
And now it comes to the young winger, Tony Francis. Played to Brimson, given to Kelly. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in this half. So it won't go to Golden Point, and Grubby Reynolds can go out for dinner with the lovely Sian. I want to say something seriously to you, Grubby, as it goes back to Verrills, and then Campbell from outside the 40 kicks this straight down to Tedesco, and I would like you to raise this with Sian, seriously, when you get out for dinner, and Tedesco gets away from one. I have been with my wife since 1984. This is me I'm talking about. 1984. And I have never taken her out for dinner in shorts. Here's Tupou now.
Get with the times, mate. Look at what you wear.
But you don't take a lady out for dinner in your shorts.
You wear button-ups like
the ball comes across to Radley, and then it comes to Townsend. What do you want to go out for dinner with him? Hey, why are you on his side?
You wear button-ups look like a tablecloth with probably 1 or 2 buttons done up. I'd rather wear shorts.
Mate, Radley and then Townsend, and they basketball it across to Marky Mark. Inside the 20, inside the 10. He got the pass away to Sandon Smith, and they drop it. And it's with the Gold Coast Titans again. And that will now, you would think, be the ball game. Gold Coast Titans with it. What a great win for the Gold Coast Titans. They had to get this win today. They had to make a statement. They have to. I mean, now they will be 2 wins, a loss, and a bye. So that's a good start for them.
It is, mate. You're right. You're going to be happy with this win, but they can definitely improve on this. The first half, I just feel they weren't really going. They were going to set for set, but nothing was really happening. And it's only really since the Campbell intercept, boys, that the game's come alive.
Yep.
And the Titans do look good at times, but Woodsy mentioned before, their goal line defence has really, really improved this year, and that is a footprint of Des Hasler right there.
Well, for me, the big loss is Keanu Kinney. He's been outstanding at fullback, but when Kieran Foran comes back, I would be putting him straight into the halves and putting Brimson back to fullback.
Same, especially now, yeah.
So Campbell and then Kelly. And 19 their own side of the halfway line. So we will have that game for you next week, Gold Coast and Dolphins.
Boys, I'm still amazed that first half that the Roosters only had 6 points. Their attack was so lateral, and it's really come back to bite them on the backside this second half.
Last play comes across now for Campbell. Kicks on the halfway line. Up she goes. Tupou comes down, gets under it. Tupou takes it. He's taken by Jojo Fafita. 15 metres out. We have got 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the game. Short side to Desco. Steps back into the traffic. Can't get away from one. Roosters have now lost 3 games. They were beaten, of course, last week by the Warriors. Thrashed by the Broncos, and the Titans get them tonight. So, some questions for our NRL shows across the weekend. Are the Roosters in trouble? Oh, the ball comes across. It's come loose. It's picked up by Brimson. He's away. He's going to score right under the post off a Roosters mistake. And that is the icing on the Gold Coast Titans cake. AJ Brimson will be at Burleigh Pavilion tomorrow night, and they'll be shouting him cold beers because that's a beautiful try.
Well, I think he's barred from there, Maroon, but they might let him in now. But it's this is a game for the Roosters. Very, very clunky, and AJ Brimson, he's not going to let an opportunity like that. He swoops onto the ball, scores a try, and they win comfortably in the end, Woodsy.
Yeah, that's the 16th error for the Roosters tonight. You are just not giving yourself an opportunity to win games of football. We saw it last night with the Penrith Panthers. They had 16 errors as well. It doesn't matter how good of a side you are, you need to hold the possession, and it basically sums up the night for the Roosters. They couldn't hold the ball. Crimson picks up the loose ball and scores under the sticks.
So, 28 with the kick to come from right in front. Pertec kick predictor 100%. We're going to do our triple MVP before we go off to the Broncos game, and we'll get Woodsy to do that for us, and we'll get Reedy to grab some interviews because this game is all but over. CPAP Direct, get expert advice and unbeatable prices at CPAP Direct. Visit us in store or cpap.com.au from right in front. There she goes, right over the black dot as we thought. So we'll stay up here because Gold Coast now lead the Roosters by 30 points to 12. It turns out to be a great road trip for this Gold Coast Titans side as we come back to the halfway line.
There is nothing better than winning a game at 6 o'clock on a Friday night.
And explain to us why.
It's probably the best time slot to go enjoy a couple of bevies with your teammates. You've got Saturday to recover, Sunday to recover, and then back in again Monday.
You know, he used to say that, our mate, the great Dean Hallertau. He used to say nothing better than winning on a Friday night because you know where we used to go straight after it? The Mill. Remember the Mill?
Yeah, I love the Mill.
The Mill.
Yeah, that's a great pub. That's one of the best pubs in Sydney.
With all the hubbids there supporting us is awesome.
We used to love bringing Dean Hallertau to our drink ups. We used to call him the RSA Marshal. He's that one good fella you need.
The Mill is probably the best looking pub in Sydney.
Best looking.
Beautiful pub, beautiful bar. And
best looking
pub. You know what used to be there in the old days? The Viking Tavern.
The Vikings.
100 years ago. There's the full-time siren in the background. Gold Coast have beaten the Roosters by 30 points to 12. Gold Coast 30, Sydney Roosters 12. And it's a wonderful victory for the Gold Coast side. And a little bit of hope for season 2025 up there on the, as people call it, the glitter strip up there on the Gold Coast where they're listening to us through Triple M Gold Coast tonight, wherever you might be. The beautiful Broad Beach, Main Beach, Cavill Avenue, Rabina. What's your favourite spot up there, Grubby?
Up there? I used to like a place called The Avenue.
Oh, yes, right.
You know where it is?
It was that's got a few nightclubs in it. Yeah.
But it is a nightclub.
Oh, it is a nightclub, is it?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't been a nightclub for many years.
What about the bedroom?
Oh, that's, yeah. What is that one where you can go and lock yourself into a private room?
What about shooters?
Oh, yeah.
Shooters.
Would you think you'd go there with those shorts on, Grubby?
Yeah, you can do anything in the Gold Coast.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
The surf clubs are the best.
Yeah, that's why I love the Gold Coast. They are the best.
Yeah, well, I would just raise that with your wives. Should I be bringing you out for dinner with shorts on? Because you both got hairy legs. Woodsy, you got hairy white legs. Let's go down to the sideline because my man Reedy's with David Fafita.
Yeah, Dave, the game sort of hung in the balance, didn't it? Yeah. It came down to who held on to the ball at the end, and you guys got over the line.
Yeah, first half, we hang on there a bit scrappy, especially in our details, man. When we went in the sheds, spoke to us coaching staff, and I think we executed that. It was a back and forth battle, man, for most of the game, and we got there in the end, mate, so happy with that.
Dave, that's 2 wins now through. You've only played 3 games created by as well, so that's a pretty good start of the year, right? I imagine that's at least what you would have hoped for.
Yeah, we played the Bulldogs a couple of weeks back, and mate, weren't too happy in how we all played, but we trained hard throughout the week, and Roosters are a gritty side, we come here, a hostile environment, and got the job done, so happy with that win, mate, and big game next week as well.
You got a few boos early, Dave, obviously?
Yeah, it's all love, man. The crowd gets amongst it. Not personal, I love that, and just happy we got the win, mate. They're a good side, and it's all love between me and the opposite number 11 there. So no hard feelings, bro. So we're all good.
You spoke about all love, but you and Spence had a bit of a go at each other there too. That was good fun to watch.
Yeah, me and him, he coming up in the juniors. He's a gun player, and he's a great player. Nothing but love for Spence. He's a fantastic player and mongrel player, and it's good to compete with guys like that.
Dave, can I ask you finally, coming off the bench, you seem to be coming on after about 30 minutes and you make a real impact when you've come on, particularly the last couple of weeks. What's your mindset coming into the game?
Obviously our starts, we have to be good with our starts, and then me and Raka, Chris Randall, come on and try to change the momentum, but mate, it's been working, and But, whatever the coaching staff want, Khalees is doing a great job there, starting in Bowie. And for myself and the guys on the bench, just bring that impact and hopefully finish off strong. But, yeah, like I said, mate, it's a strong environment and great team we played against tonight. And for us to get the result is really good, mate.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Reedy. And let's get the triple MVP from you, Aaron Woods.
Yeah, I'm going to go with actually big Tino Fasumwala. He got the match winner at the end there. Well, not at the end, but he got the second last try, which sort of put the game in doubt. He was enormous. James Tedesco with 2 points. He did absolutely everything he could for the Sydney Roosters, but 3 points goes to Jaden Campbell. He broke open the game, and that's what gave the momentum to the Titans in the back end, and they got the win in the end for the 3 points for Jaden Campbell.
Okay, CPAP. Get expert advice and unbeatable prices at CPAP Direct. Visit us in store at cpap.com.au. CPAP Direct on behalf of Grubby Reynolds and Aaron Woods and Brent Reed. My name is Anthony Maroon. Up next, Dobbo's got Broncos and Dolphins as Triple M rocks the footy with the play of the day.
Specsavers Audiology. Rediscover the joy of everyday sounds with the Specsavers hearing expert today.
The Triple M NRL play of the day.
Here is Shannon Smith. Oh, the ball's been intercepted. Campbell's away. They must score. Over the halfway goes Campbell. Is he going to have the pace to go on with it? He's over the 20. He's over the 10. He's going to score. A runaway Gold Coast Titans try. Campbell scores 90 metres. And the Gold Coast Titans score against the runner play.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy. That half for the Mitsubishi Triton. Nothing can frighten a Triton. The verdict, thanks to Tui's. How do you feel? I feel like a Tui's or two.